You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell him that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and do best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's something, don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You can double, you can press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly die, I'm a Pelican forever.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned in to the Pelican post-game report. Shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all for being in the live on this one. Apologize to some of our faithful. We supposed to go live yesterday. Had a little scheduling issue, I guess to say the least, but we up in here tonight. So shout out to the faithful. Appreciate y'all for being in the stream. Give us a go Pels in the chat for the fam, because we up in this thing talking Pelicans on a Tuesday. Is it a Tuesday night? Is it Tuesday night, Lex? It is a Tuesday night. You know, I've been a busy man, so sometimes I get a little lost sometimes. But big ups to y'all. We got me, Big Q, and DC popping in later on. But Lex is in here right now to talk some Pels. Y'all put in the comment section how y'all feel about the Pels, as we're going to go Pels in Australia. To recap, man, they took care of business. A couple of Australian teams. It was competitive, but the Pelicans smacked down, and they kind of took care of business in Australia, Lex. So it was a good time for all. Zion looked pretty slither out there doing this thing. The team had some camaraderie. A long layoff between Australia and getting to the Houston game, which is coming up on the 14th. So that's a long-ass layoff to happen. But, man, nonetheless, very proud of how the Pelicans took care of business, and we'll talk about that then some in this episode. So, Lex, welcome in. Good to see you being in the building as usual. Much love to Lex as we get going. So, Lex, let's kind of get right into some of the stuff about the Pelicans in Australia. What did you see from the Pelicans in Australia that you look? We've seen Zion look pretty slender. He's in shape, moving around pretty good. We've seen Jordan Poole. He made mention it's going to be a NOLA pool party. You know, that's pretty cool. Trey Murphy, windmill dunking on people, slamming it down, finishing strong. Yves Missi looking like all defensive player. You know, so what did you see that you like from this Australia trip?
Well, I think for one, it's confirmed that Zion and Trey, they still have that natural chemistry. And that's really good to see. The first play of that first game, it was them two. You know, they had a two-man game. They had quite a few of them, but that was nice to see that they started the game off like that. But that's something that we already knew. we just want to see more of it. I think there's going to be some good chemistry between him and Poole as well. One name you did not mention, Sadiq Bey.
Yes, indeed.
That dude right there. He was a solid pickup, because if he's shooting the three, okay, he's shooting the three like that. And one thing, he works very well right next to Zion. He does. And really, it's really something, because I'm looking at that, because as I was looking at him playing, I was like, oh, shoot. Is he trying to steal somebody's spot? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, because he looked good. He
Right.
looked good. I liked his activity. You could really see his versatility on the floor. But if he's knocking down that three like that, man, he may need to start. You know, and I know as much as we like Herb, because we've talked about Herb knocking down that three at times.
Right.
Um, Sadiq Bey, right off the bat, he he spreads the floor. He spreads the floor, and one thing that Herb does is he slashes very well. So both of them bring some strong attributes to the game because we do need movement, obviously. But if he's like I said, if he's a threat like that, I don't know if Herb has that respect behind the 3-point line yet. Because even when he was hitting it, that was like what, a season ago?
A couple years ago, he was
More
really
than a season?
developing it. Yeah.
Yeah, because even when he was hitting it, they still played off of him. So it'll be interesting to see how teams do with him this year and see how he's shooting. But yes, Sadiq Bey was knocking that shot down. And we all know that Zion needs, what does he need, people? What does he need?
Space.
Spacing. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
space.
To open up that lane. So that really did pop out. That right there. As far as Micah Peavy and Jeremiah Fears, I saw some positive things with them. Those dudes are going to be all right. They're definitely going to be all right. Fears, like that dude is really aggressive on making changes and getting results like quickly. Like, in that second game, he got to start, um, replacing Trey Murphy in the lineup. It was nice to see. He looked comfortable. He looked very comfortable. And I just feel like his learning curve is on point. Like he wants to get immediate results. If he has a game where it was okay, all right, next game we're making changes. We're not waiting like 10 games to make changes. So I like seeing that from him. Micah, he looks like, again, a great spacer. Like he'll be able to space the floor as well because he was knocking down the three. I really saw that in the second game. Um, I'm sorry, I forgot the dude's name. I'm thinking about. I'm trying to make sure I get all the players who really stuck out. Misi, yeah, Misi. Misi had some really good blocks. Um, I still want to see more from him. I really want to see more from Misi. Just making sure that he's finishing around the basket. I know he had a good game, and one thing I do want to say overall, just looking at these games, it's kind of hard to tell with these games in Australia because they're not NBA teams. Like the Pelicans were supposed to beat these guys. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I'm really interested to see how the Pelicans look against better competition. Like I said, there were a lot of positives, but at the same time, y'all supposed to beat this team. Y'all supposed to beat them. They're not they're The NBL is not where the NBA is. And so I think that'll tell me more when they go up against a more advanced team or an NBA team, which is kind of like the same thing. Um, but yeah, the second game was way better than the first game. I think they had better chemistry. They got up and down the floor. So in that second game, they were just in more of a rhythm. They got out in transition, and really good passes. But again, I can't judge the team off these games right here. Just being realistic. I need to see more of a challenge to really determine, okay, how good are the Pelicans? Like how good were the sets that were being ran? They looked good against Australia though, both teams. But yeah, you get some better competition, then what?
Yeah, that's a point, man, and they'll get an opportunity on the 14th of this month when they take on Houston. So we'll get right back to business against a team that we've had recent struggles against, and then we close out the preseason against Orlando, a team we've had a lot of struggles against the last couple of years. So that'll be cool getting preseason wins against both of those guys. So we'll learn very fast.
We may need to look at the Orlando game because the 14th is a long ways off.
Well, that's after the 14th is the Rockets first, then Orlando's later.
The Rockets may not tell the truth.
So you mean they'll be rusty for the Rockets?
Yes, they will be rusty.
Yes, you might have a point on that.
Yeah, so because this is a long gap, a long stretch where they're not playing, so that is a concern. Yeah, we may have to look at that Orlando game instead of the Houston game.
Right. DC, are you how you doing, brother? Are you in the building?
Yeah. I mean, what you think? The icon just up there for nothing?
Well,
I'm up in
DC
this thing,
sometimes.
man.
Well, sometimes, bro, we can't hear that well from way out there, bro. So
Where?
Issues do exist.
way
The West Bank of New Orleans? What you
I know way out further, a lot further out, brother. Further.
Oh, man,
further
I don't
out.
know what you're talking about.
Okay, sure. Okay, so but DC thoughts on what you heard? You heard Lex drop some good game. What guys in
Yeah,
particular?
Lex definitely she gave the coach's take. I agree with Lex. You know what I'm saying? But just
You want
being
to
in
listen
the
to the
moment.
rest of the question before you jump in there? You
Well,
kind
you
of got
give
the gist of it.
long, non-open-ended questions, so I figured I'd get right to it. You gonna give
Okay.
me a question and an answer at the same time.
Oh no, I was going to give you a question. I was just going to finish the question,
Go ahead,
brother.
go ahead. What's your
No,
question?
you got it. Go ahead, brother. You let's see what you got. Go ahead.
I I was encouraged by what I saw, but basically, I mean, where I'm gauging the Pelicans from after that shit I saw last year. I mean, does it really take much to feel better about them after what you saw last year? I was like, oh, they out there. Damn, everybody's healthy for the most part. you know, um, but I think they did have like a different feel to them. I know the competition isn't the best, although the first team they played, while they didn't look as good as the second team, in their league, the NBL, that team was on like a 5-game winning streak. Those guys weren't, I guess, scrubs, but I'm pretty sure they're not to the same caliber of NBA competition. But I like the synergy from everybody. Everybody kind of seemed not the whole happy shit, they like each other. Not that, but just on the court, they just actually seem like they fit. Jordan Poole, his game complements Zion. We already know Trey does. And Jordan Poole and Trey kind of got a little chemistry going on where I think they think will look good. Man, Trey came out there and quickly had 18 points that first game, man. He looked like the best player, that first game watching him. So that was very encouraging. And I was wondering what was going on with Sadiq Bey, and he came in the second game and, he lit it up, man. We all know Q. I mean, we talked about it when they drafted, what was that, the Kyra Lewis draft? It was like, shit,
Right.
why? Maxey, Sadiq Bey, like he was one of them guys. Like, man, why we ain't draft him instead of
Right.
Kyra? And
Right.
I think we found, what you say, Lex?
Who was the GM then?
You know it. The
That's
bald-headed wannabe magician named David Griffin. But he went out, man, and he handled his business. That second game, man, was pretty much the biggest highlight. And I liked and I didn't like what I saw from Fears. That first game, he was pressing too hard. I like that he kind of got, back in the groove that second game. It's a little shocked that they started him though, but I think we got some stuff. It's still a work in progress. Obviously, nobody's encouraged about the rebounding. That was probably one of the worst things I'm looking at. Like, man, what's going on with this rebounding? Like letting the team get consecutive offensive rebounds and just seeing them playing tougher competition. I don't think that's going to get easier. Although Yves Missi looked incredible. I really like his comments because I remember we watched him in the summer league and he was like, man, I don't know, they gonna have to start Kevin Looney. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really liking what I was seeing from him. Although they still starting Kevin Looney, I think it's more so to kind of mentor Eves into that role when he's ready, of seeing where to be, when to be. Kevin Looney is that type of guy. But he was incredible with the opportunities he had. Best defensive rebounder on the team. If he goes down, I don't know what we're gonna do rebounding defensively. Although Zion looked like he might kick in another gear, getting 9 rebounds and basically not playing. What, he only played like 20 minutes the second game. But the second unit still kind of want to know what the real rotation would be there. Obviously, we see what the starter's going to be. I want to see them all play together. Herb wasn't in that game. I like to see him out there just to see what it looks like. So it's still a question mark, with the team as a whole. But Zion and Trey looked awesome. So if those guys are playing all year, there's no doubt in my mind that the Pelicans wind up in the playoffs some type of way if neither one of them get hurt.
Hey, bro, you hitting on it, man. The Looney question is definitely a thing, man. What I seen from him, that's what I expected from Kevon Looney. For him to be that kind of guy, and there was an interview that Steve Kerr did recently on the podcast where he talked about Kevon Looney and what he meant to the Golden State Warriors, how his leadership and his hard work and his grit and his intelligence really helped the Golden State Warriors, kept them balanced, and they were able to really do a lot of positive things. So Kerr kind of talked about that, man, and that was some good stuff that he talked about. Like he said, we're going to miss his screening. He mentioned that was something that he talked about. We're going to miss his offensive rebounding. We're going to miss his screening. We're going to miss just how solid he is every day, and the locker room leadership. So he said, Loon might have been the best leader I've ever seen in my life. And yep. So I agree with that. We're going to really miss Loon. That's what was said by Kerr and others about Kevon Loon. That's high praise right there, being a part of the Golden State team and won multiple championships. You kind of overlook his production, but a lot of his stuff was very positive.
I want to add one thing to you saying before we switch gears. Man, they shit. Steve Kerr couldn't have said it better. Because look, we signed Kevon Looney, right? We saw what Yves Missi was doing in them damn workouts when we showed that video, and then his comments that I wanted to.
What was his name?
Yves Missi. Come on, man, he earned it. But his comments when they asked him about expanding his game, Yves say, "I'm gonna focus on the simple stuff. I've been focused on rebounding, boxing out, and just all the small things, man." And to me, that's a direct, reaction of the Kevon Looney signing. So I think he's gonna be wonderful for our bigs, and Carlo too. Carlo looked good too, man. Mm-hmm. So I think he's gonna have an impact there, and we're really gonna see it with these guys.
Yeah, I think you're right, DC. Them bigs are going to really benefit from Kevon Looney's leadership, especially Queen once he gets there, man. I love to see him work with Kevon. And Joe Dumas talked about Kevon Looney and Queen and all and some of these bigs, man. But indeed, man, those are really solid signings that the Pelicans have. Kevon Looney, Sadiq Bey. Those guys come in here, and his two-way game, how he played, his mindset, man, humble dude, blue kind of a lunchbox, blue collar guy, tough on defense, brings an offensive game to him. Remember, he averaged 15 points a contest over a year ago. He spent the last year pretty much on the IR. They missed the whole year with the injury, but he's totally 100% healthy, man. And you're right, it's a good problem to have. Like if you have Sadiq Bey and Herb Jones, man. I mean that's pretty good, man. So solid signings nonetheless. Lex, what you think about that?
Which part?
Okay,
Damn, Lex is unimpressed.
Both parts. I mean that's good stuff. Kayvon Looney and Sadiq Bey. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Both of them are. I mean, you look at Looney. Looney talked about how he felt like there was a lack of trust when he was with the Warriors. So he has plenty of trust from Willie here. There's no.
Oh yeah, Willie going. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
So that's why he's in a great situation.
Right.
And he's a smart player. And then Sadiq Bey. Yeah, after coming off that ACL, it's nice to see him go out there and space the floor well. I sometimes like for somebody like him, I wasn't really familiar with his game, but after seeing him, I'm like, okay, you definitely have a place with the Pelicans. I mean, just from a chemistry, a natural, just right next to Zion. I mean, just a versatile player. We're definitely Pelicans can definitely use a guy like that. So yeah, and plus he was in that trade with Poole for CJ and Kelly Olynyk. Even though I do like Kelly Olynyk because he looked good right beside Zion.
He did.
He really did in that 4 spot in that big lineup.
Yeah.
Which was nice because that meant the ball was going to be in Zion's hands, which when the ball is in Zion's hands, it's still a great option that we didn't see in the first game, but we saw it in the second game. That was very familiar, I'm pretty sure. I hope it's more consistently as far as being in his hands this time around, though. But anyway, yeah, I always said that it wasn't going to be the original trade of Brandon that was going to do it for this team. It was going to be the trade after. So Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk are not here. And from that Brandon trade, you got them. And from them, you got Poole and Sadiq Bey. So, yeah, that trade has arrived. And look what we're saying about them.
Yeah, I think it's a good one. Looking at what we got now, obviously we still could have got more or should have got more. But Sadiq Bey, I think he's gonna fit right in, and he makes me like yourself, not so upset about the I'm about to say Amir Ashik, man, Kelly Olynyk trade.
What's wrong with you, boy?
I had a flashback.
Don't you
right
ever
quick
say
to the
that
old
name
Pelicans,
around
man.
here again. Don't you ever say that name around here again.
I was watching
Amir
one of
Ashik.
the old Pelicans playoff games, man. He was in the starting lineup, him and Dante Cunningham. You remember him?
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
I was
Cunningham.
watching the old AD Pels game, man. That playoff game against Golden State. But yeah, Amir Ashik was out there, so it stuck in my head. But another guy, just beyond the trade, man. What do y'all think about Micah Peavy? I thought he looked awesome.
Yeah.
Man, we got a dude he can knock down the 3 ball, and he is a terrific defender. That dude was out there trying to lock up everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was special, man. A lot of people talk about Peavy, man. There's a lot of reports. People thinking the Pelicans got a steal in Peavy. You know, he's not scared of anybody. He goes to the challenge. Smart guy, tough on the defensive end. We definitely got something with Peavy. Go ahead, Lex. What you think?
Oh yeah, I like Peavy. I like him. Again, he spaces the floor. He's a lockdown defender. He does the small things. So, I mean, really, you're kind of, because I guess what I'm looking at is who's going to be getting the minutes? And I know you have Jose up right now. Jose, if you hurt, I hope you hurt for real, buddy, because you got a lot of competition. You know what I'm saying? As far as fighting for minutes right now. Um, I mean, I know he's an energy guy, but again, if you have guys like, PV coming in, and then Jeremiah Fears, they're gonna want to play him. Jeremiah, he's not trying to waste any time. The dude is trying to. He's on a mission, and they say that in practice. Everything that I've heard about Jeremiah, he's not playing.
Say Lexi,
Right.
he put up a picture. I don't know if that was the Pelicans social media account. That boy was in the gym at like 5:30 in the morning by himself in the Pels facility. So he
Yeah,
definitely on a mission. You ain't
yeah,
lying about that.
he is like Jose, like I said, because Jose gets hurt a lot.
He does, man.
If that keeps happening, dog, it's open season. It's already looking like open season because Jeremiah wants like dog. I mean, he said he wants to be rookie of the year. Like he's talking big right now about his goals and things. The dude has things on his mind. And in order to do that, it's like one of y'all chicken heads got to move out the way because I'm trying to do something. And then Jordan Hawkins, he was knocking down his shots, but really with all four of them, it's kind of up in the air who's going to get the minutes because they're all competing for those minutes, those whatever minutes, however minutes those minutes are.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, yeah, it's a good problem to have. I ain't gonna even tell y'all nothing, man. I think you're right about Jose Alvarado. He got hurt in the summer, like he's playing. What was that? Playing for the Puerto Rican squad.
Came out on the stretcher.
And yeah, he fell on his backside, or the bone there on his spine there, and he was in yelling and like he was in severe pain, and he was. And then the next couple of days, or 2 or 3 days later, or whatever it was, maybe it was a week or so later, he said he was fine.
Yeah, he said he was good. I'm like, dog, that's too much
But
action for me.
yeah, but when he gets hurt, boy, it's like, boy, get that boy a award.
Yeah,
Boy, that boy, yeah, get out like goddamn. And I know Jose ain't a drama queen; he's a physical player. But you're right, he's been getting hurt a lot. Like what recently happened there. He kind of twisted his knee, and there's no update for the. Brian asked for it, and Brian, I was looking. There's no update on him yet, bro. So another couple of days, maybe or so, we should hear something from Jose Alvarado. Man, who knows? But he was on the ground. Kind of yelling and doing this thing. And then ultimately they pulled him up.
They were yelling and doing this thing.
Bro, I'm saying, hey, bro, y'all tell me. Yeah, come on now. Say, bro, come on now. Y'all know, like, come on, DC. Y'all know, and I know that y'all remember when he fell out in what was that was the Puerto Rican team he was playing for? Yeah. Wasn't it the Puerto?
He went out on a stretcher, man.
He went out on a stretcher. And then what was it? A week or so later, he was saying, "I'm fine, I'm good." I'm like, what? Dog, how you go out on the stretcher, then a week or two later, you good? How'd that work?
Look, Jeremiah's like, yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, but he does get hurt a lot, though.
Dude, you need to make it a little bit more or less convincing that you hurt.
I think he prayed for his job.
Psychology.
Well, he said, remember what we said when we covered it last time, y'all, when he made the comment about y'all got the point guard or some stuff like that. He was kind of
media day.
Yeah, he was kind of in his feelings.
He was.
Yeah, he's kind of in his feelings because he felt like he was the guy. Like Jose felt like, listen, I'm not.
You can't be doing that, man. You cannot be doing that. Like that's psychology. You're not sending the message to the team like, hey, y'all can believe in me. Y'all can count on me. That's not sending that message. That's like, oh shoot, we need to be concerned. Well, what do we need to do, Bob? Well, I don't know, Joe. Look, we got to think about this because he just keeps getting hurt.
Right.
And when he gets hurt, it's you know what I'm saying? Like,
Boy, it'd be some dramatic hurting going
I
on with
mean,
Jose, boy. I'm gonna tell you something, boy.
like, are you having
I don't
contractions?
think he be
You know?
faking. I think
No, we
he's
ain't saying
just
it's faking.
he's
Yeah,
just
I'm not
not
saying
that
that
he's
it
not
is,
that
but
durable.
it's just so drastic. It's like, dude, I mean, I'm looking at the television and I'm in pain.
I'm in pain watching
In my
Jose be in pain. I ain't
shoulder,
gonna lie.
my knee,
Yeah.
everything. It's like you're sending shockwaves through the television to the supporters. Look, Joe's sitting right there. Look, he like this.
And Willie got the raccoon mask on, looking at him, saying, "Man, damn, bro."
Look, the team is like,
No, Willie was making that dumbass face he do when the ref give a bad call.
yeah,
He was
pump it
making
up,
that face.
and jump,
Would he hold his palms out like this, like
like he
He
trying
squint his eyes, like he squint his eyes like he don't understand what's going on, and then put his hands out to the side and hunch his shoulders up.
look like he begging for change, bro? I don't know what's going on there, but on there
But I
it
think
is definitely that.
Jose just hyperextended his knee. I think from watching the video, you could see where it kind of got caught up. I don't think he tore anything. I don't think he walked off under his own power. But man, he know it. He feeling that pressure. He on the clock. Jose went out there that first game, and he was playing like he had something to prove. Man, he was shooting the lid off the rim. Jose had a
He
solid little
was,
first game.
he
And
really was.
Jeremiah Fizz is, he lighting the candle up under Jose. And
yeah,
regardless of if he's here or somewhere else, Jose will be a good player in the league. He can't be a starter.
no,
I think he knows that, but you got to understand, man. Jeremiah Fizz is 18, bro. Nobody trying to push you out the door,
Nope.
but you not gonna be a starter at point guard on this team. And I don't even think it's because he's not capable. He's just not durable enough. Jose goes on little hot streaks and he gets to playing good, and they giving him too many minutes, and he get hurt. And he
Yeah.
constantly gets hurt.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's true. And then another aspect of it, Jose is probably like one of the oldest guys on this team. He went from being one of the younger guys to being one of the oldest in a short period of time with them the way they're doing their roster. He's 27. Everybody else like 26 and under for the most part, other than Kevon Looney. And who else I'm missing?
Right.
We probably got
yeah,
somebody else.
Maybe
29.
Sadiq. I don't know how old
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sadiq
maybe
is, but
Sadiq.
yeah, they all around the same age, and everybody's talked about that.
Jose is a vet, and he probably only played 5 years, right? But he's gonna be considered a vet. Usually vets play what about 7, 8 years, and you considered a vet. But
yeah, I don't think anybody outside of Jose and his family believes he's a starting point guard in the NBA. I mean,
Yeah,
realistically speaking, I don't think
yeah,
he's a starter.
but
Not a long term starter.
showed a whole lot
we
though.
still got holes on this roster, and I would hate to see Jose go. But
Will he be here
him
by
and Dejounte Murray
then?
might be in a trade package for something substantial at the end of the All Star break, especially depending on how the Pels look. If we
Hmm.
look really good, then maybe I could see them holding on to them and trying to make a playoff run. But if we're like meddling around and we need an extra spark, I could see him as being a guy that's moved, especially with the progression of Fairs and just the work ethic that he has. Not saying Jose don't have it, but at 18, a young guy working that hard and wants it that bad, you don't see that every day. And they got to give him as much runway as they can for him to get on the court.
And plus, if you look at
Hmm.
how much Fears is getting paid, he's getting paid a whole lot more. And a lot of times,
That too.
that also determines playing time. Like, hey, he's a pick. What wasn't Jose undrafted?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fears is top 10. Like,
7.
almost, yeah. You have to play. You got him that high. You have to play him.
You got to play
That's one of the reasons why they probably started him over instead of Jose.
the anti Kyra.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, his paycheck, what he getting paid? We paying you, man. And they get paid now for real, for real. So, and their rookie contracts too. So yeah, they're gonna play him. They're gonna give Jeremiah opportunities. They've already talked to him like, look, you gotta work, dude. You gotta earn this. Like, we're gonna give you opportunities, but we'll determine if you're gonna get that playing time by how you do. And he's, like I said, the dude is on a mission. He was on a mission before before he was even like drafted for real. Like even on draft day, the dude was on a mission. In his interviews, I mean, he said that many a times.
Lex, I watched. He had like a little mini series of him, like in high school and on his way to Oklahoma, and I was extremely impressed. Like you could tell he has the ability. But he's got a lot of things, some holes where he still needs to figure some stuff out. But to
Hmm.
me, what stood out and what I saw in that is his mentality and his
Hmm.
work ethic.
Yeah.
He is a guy that's going to work.
Yeah,
He
he's
he
gonna
sleep,
improve very
breathe
quickly because
basketball.
he wants it. Like he's very aggressive and trying to like, look, I'm not trying to wait. I'm coming. That's why Jose, dude, look, I understand if you hurt, you hurt. Or you're injured, whatever. But dude, try to, it's kind of like if you get an injury, dude, you gotta handle it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? You gotta handle that a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to.
What you mean handle it better? Just be less dramatic and yelling with his teeth. Don't
Oh,
show your teeth. Don't grit your teeth. How we do it?
oh, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like just rolling
So
over.
don't grit your teeth. Is that what you're telling them what to do, Lex?
No,
How does he?
the
What are you supposed
yelling.
to do?
That's
It's the
cold,
yelling like,
man. That's
like
cold.
you got shot or something. Like, dude, did you get shot? Did somebody stab you, Jose? No, no. I felt something. I felt a cramp. Like what? You felt a cramp? You know what I'm saying? Like, dog. No, you cannot treat a cramp like a gunshot wound. You can't do that. Look, females don't even do that. And we know a whole lot about cramps. You know what I'm saying?
Do you see you gonna let Lex talk about your cousin, bro? Defend him.
Hey man, I can't. What you want me to say to that, man? That's like jumping in front of a train right there, bro.
You gotta defend cousin Jose, brother.
I'm over here trying to hold back some laughs, bro. It's kind of cold.
Yeah, man. Like, dude. Hey man, you better handle that cramp a little bit better.
That's
You
really
know
that's
what
the only flaw Jose got. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm
she right. But that's his flaw. It's the injury thing and how he handle that. Everything else, Jose is what you want. I just wish he could be healthy, man, and we could find a way to utilize him with fears, but I don't know how you do it. And Jordan Hawkins to me is another player we need to think about and look at because when Micah Peavy playing the way he is,
Yeah, that he
you
has
got
that
Sadiq
defensive
Bey,
prowess.
It's a premium for a shooter now, DC.
huh?
It's a premium for a shooter now.
It is, but he has to continue to improve. A lot of his looks, he was like 2 for 8, but I mean it looked good though. A lot of his shots they coming out of his hand, they look like they were going in. You know, I think he's just trying to do a little too much, man. A little too much far as all the dribbling and he's got these side steps now and step backs. You know, I think he might need to simplify it a little bit because he ain't got to do too much. But we need him to shoot lights out, and you need him to possibly rebound. I saw one game he had like 5 rebounds. Right, we need that out of him. If he could get out there and rebound, not be a cone defensively, and knock down shots, yeah. But if his shot ain't falling, man, look, Jordan Hawkins in the same seat Jose in because Micah Peavy is not playing.
Yeah.
He can play the
Yeah.
2 or the 3.
Yeah, I give you that, bro.
He's gonna get minutes.
They're
And
putting
he's
pressure
a
on
win the game type guy too.
playing time, most definitely. These guys got to step it up, and they've had time. Well, Jordan Hawkins, he did deal with some stuff because Willie wasn't really doing them right.
Hey,
But
Lex.
what?
Hold up. You know, Jordan Hawkins took a picture with Ray Allen. Huh? We had Baby Ray with the real Ray.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's his homeboy. He went to
For real?
got the same alma mater. Yeah, y'all homeboys.
He practiced with Ray?
You know what? I'm pretty sure he did. He probably found a way.
I hope
He
so.
probably found a way.
Yeah, I told you. I say Ray Allen or Rip Hamilton, either one of them, man.
But why not both? Why not both?
Both of them.
I haven't
I-
seen Rip.
I-
I know Ray. Ray works on his stuff. I haven't seen. I don't know if Rip is working on anything, but Ray is staying. Like, look at him. The dude look like he can still play.
Yeah.
You know how guys after they retire they pick up weight.
You
Right.
Ray ain't
got
Like Joe
picking up
Dumas,
weight.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
got
like
He's
Joe
a
Dumas.
marathon runner.
Oh, my God.
And I saw
Like
some
Joe.
videos where he was training his boys too. Ray Allen was.
Oh man.
How many you got? You got 2?
He got a lot of boys.
Oh, one
I
of
don't
them.
think.
One
I
of
think
them
he
right
has
here.
one girl, but his she's the oldest, but she's with somebody else from some different relationship. But yeah, his boys. He got all boys. He got like 5 or 6 of them.
Damn.
Yeah,
Ray trying to take over the NBA, boy.
yeah. He got his starting 5 and 6 man. And he the coach. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you right. Who that daddy? You right.
Yeah, if Hawk can
Crime
take
scene.
anything from Ray Allen's game, what would y'all want him to take from him?
Say that again.
If Jordan Hawkins could take anything from Ray Allen's game, what would y'all want him to take from it?
Something shooting, bro. Get that shot up fast, accurate shot, accurate, quick shooting. That's what I get it. Ray Allen's one of the greatest shooters of all time, bro.
It needs to go in. Like, he needs to shoot 100%.
I would say ball position and ball handling. To me,
Yeah.
Ray Allen, other than Steph Curry, before Steph, we never seen nothing like that. Ray Allen was always balanced. The ball was always where it needed to be.
He's a perfectionist, man.
His form with his shot was the same every time. No matter if he was shooting off movement or standing still. Yeah, Reggie Miller too, slims out.
Yeah, Reggie's a good one.
Ray Allen took the Reggie Miller prototype to another level. And because of what Ray Allen did, I think we were able to see a Stephen Curry. Because I know, Daryl Curry gave Steph the game on how to shoot. But
He was a shooter.
Steph wasn't looking at Ray Allen on how to run behind all them damn screens.
Oh yeah,
Movement like that. Ray Allen was the best movement shooter we had ever seen until Steph Curry. So I would like to see Hawk look at Ray and how he handles the ball, how he replicates those same motions with the form on his shot all the time. Because Hawk is definitely under control, but his ball handling has to improve. And I don't think it's like so much of a big jump that it has to have. He just has to be smarter with the ball and not getting caught in situations where they ripping him out. Man, I don't want to see him getting ripped no more, man. I'm kind of sick of that. You a guard, like you shouldn't be getting ripped.
Yeah. I think another thing, when Ray came in the game, I think later in his years, like especially with Boston, they had him as a shooter. Like, he was just like, he came off those screens and just did more so shooting. Whereas in his early years, he did attack the paint more. He did a whole lot more. He showed more of his game. And I kind of feel like I saw him a little bit when he was what was it was it Seattle? Was he with them? No, he's with the
The
Bucks.
Bucks. He was. I think he was with Seattle too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because
He
he
was with
Rashard.
Seattle,
He
then he
was with
got
Rashard.
traded to Milwaukee.
Yeah,
He was
okay.
killing both places though.
Yeah, but he had more of a complete game, and he came in like that. Whereas Hawk, the way that Hawkins came in, he's come in like how Ray Allen played, like after, like later in later years. You know what I'm saying? Because they made
Talking about
Ray.
the Celtics, Ray?
The Celtics, they made him more of a shooter. And even when Ray got to Miami, he started trying to open up his game again. They said in practice he was starting to go back to how he played when he first got into the league, attacking the paint, going in for dunks and things like that. Like you saw a little bit of it, not a whole lot. I mean, he was still a shooter in Miami, but he was trying to get back of having that more complete game. But I think that's the thing with Jordan. He didn't really come in with that complete game. So it's almost like he's working kind of backwards. He came in with that shot, but like, everybody's saying, his handles are very glaring. Being able to just, like, he's definitely a true two. But I feel like Hawkins is more like a true two, whereas dude, just don't dribble. When you come off that screen, just shoot off the pass. I mean, and I'm not saying that he can't do it off the, off the dribble and all that stuff. I mean, we've seen him do it, but I don't know if he has to do like a few more dribbles, like if somebody's closing out on him. A lot of times it's like it can go either way. He can get stuck, or I don't know. He just doesn't have that type of confidence. But I think that's the biggest difference is the way that they came in. And he's actually working from getting that shot to getting a more complete game, whereas Ray came in with the complete game, and then just as he got older, he became a lockdown shooter.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, when he came in, he was Jesus Shuttlesworth. Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
He gonna have to.
It's quite the comparison, though, y'all.
Lex coming off the second unit. To me, Fears isn't there yet with his vision as a pure point.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna play in the starting lineup all the time. He ain't gonna always play with Zion. He ain't gonna always play with Poole. Maybe if DeJounte was on the roster, you got
he is on the roster.
I mean, like healthy.
He's just not playing
the active roster. That you know what I mean.
He's still getting paid. Dude. How active is it?
That sucker getting paid very well.
You know what I'm saying, chicken? That makes you active.
He ain't active if he ain't on the court.
I know, but the pay.
You make it $30 million non-actively.
When they come on game day, he ain't on the active roster. They're gonna use that roster spot on somebody else. But
I mean, I understand, but I'm just saying he's still on the team.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying they're not gonna play him. We only got
because they can't. He's recovering.
We got 2.5 point guards. Or you want to say 1.5 point guards because our other backup point guard always getting hurt. And Fears is going to take him a year or so to kind of adjust.
I hope he makes changes. I hope somebody tell him about that, man. You hurting yourself. You better stop trying to win that Oscars. You just might get it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but DC said something that was actually correct. Or I mean, I didn't mean to say it like that, but DC made a good point on something early in the broadcast. He mentioned the possible trade time with Murray and Jose Alvarado in the mix could be a real thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, because Jose Alvarado's not in the long-term plans for the Pelicans. I mean, isn't he on a 1-year deal? Jose, what he got 1 more year left on his deal?
He got 1 more year after this year. But I'm looking at Jordan Hawkins and his confidence in Fears and how he talks about Fears and I think he really wants like this situation like he had with Steph, where he can mentor
Right.
somebody the way Steph did him, and it's almost too good of a fit. Like they really get along. You know what I'm saying? And everywhere I see fears and a lot of the media day for Jordan Poole right there, he already always bigging them up. He's probably telling them stuff, teaching them different things. So it's like, where does DeJounte and Jose fit in the future with that? Who wants
I
to be
don't.
number three
I
to
don't.
that?
I don't think he comes when he's healthy. I mean, realistically, from
DeJounte gonna
when
play
the,
when he healthy. They gonna put him
but
up.
yeah, of course, $30 million demands that. But I'm saying once,
Dante ain't leaving, y'all. Y'all know that, right?
what's that?
He ain't. He's still gonna be here.
How?
I'm saying is like
Coming off of injury, and
he's
how much
not.
he getting
No,
paid?
no, he might stay this
But
year.
when is
They
like
gotta
when is
eventually. They gonna have to move him. Like it's not. He's not gonna fit. If we're not moving DeJounte, that means we not re-signing Jordan Poole or whatever.
$30 million
Can't keep both of them.
is a lot of money for
Yeah, it is.
for a guy. And when he's healthy, he's gonna jump in the start lineup. But I'm saying
Rating
when
wise,
is he gonna be ready? It won't be in 2025. It will be probably in 2026 when you really start
Probably
seeing
in
them getting the
January.
impact. By that time, you think the Pelicans will have something going, right? You would hope they got something running and working,
well,
before he steps in there with January of 2026.
who's gonna be the coach by that time?
Maybe January.
Joe Dumars.
Who knows?
I mean,
That's probably more. That's more right. What Q said is gonna be Joe.
Joe
Dumars.
Dumars is the coach
like
right now, Lex.
there's some questions
Dumars
that you
and,
gotta answer,
the Pelicans
in
face.
order to get to that,
Yeah, I'm just saying. Joe Dumars is the current coach of the New Orleans Pelicans. He got a steering wheel and Willie Green's back. And he's taking. Listen, Lex, we talked about this pre-show. It's the reality is this is as much as Joe Dumars can do. I think Brother Guillory or Stay said in the chat that they never seen a executive like Joe Dumars sit like right behind the bench like the majority of the time. He's in.
He was sitting right next to him.
You want to talk about an overseer?
He was right there, man.
He is on him. We told y'all. We cover that. We showed the presser what Joe Dumars was sitting next to Willie Green and saying, "You see that player? That what kind of play you need to run for that player." I mean, that is a joystick in the goddamn guy's back, and that's the best that Joe Dumars can do. He can't fire him. Go ahead, Lex.
On the next possession.
Nah, I was just saying. He said it's so cool. Like, yeah, I was telling him, yeah, you want to do this play for this person.
Yeah, right,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what you like. You trying to be cool, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a calm, cool, and collected personality.
Right.
But that dude means business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can you're listening to him and you see his actions.
Uh-oh.
And really, look, we see that the first things that he did, he changed them daggone signs to one
Oh
go.
yeah.
And he got rid of CJ. If that doesn't tell you this man means business, I don't know what does. Because he took care of two things that were really important that we talked about all the time on the show. Them daggone signs and CJ. And you know what? Look, man, I saw a video of CJ at the Wizards. And you know what? He was saying the same things that we hear all the time that he was saying on media time when he was here. I put in the work, I eat right, I get the proper sleep. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Lord Jesus, I'm so glad that brother is gone. He's gone. Yes, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand that dude. Proper. You gotta eat right. Talking about his wine.
I
You know
didn't
what I'm
hate
saying?
CJ.
Him and his
I didn't hate
brother,
CJ.
they so cold. You know what I'm saying?
I think he was just we played him out of position and he was overutilized.
Come
like
on,
CJ
DC.
CJ should have never been like we was treating
Come on,
CJ
bro.
like he the number two option.
Come on, DC.
I'm not gonna
DC,
show
come
no
on.
mercy. Do you
Come
want to
on,
know
DC.
what really
Come on,
was
DC.
going on?
You don't have to do that no more. You have to do that no more. The man gone, bro.
Nah,
You have to do that no more.
I'm being, bro. The dude had 40 and 50-point games,
And people actually
CJ wasn't
say,
a full problem.
CJ was a constant professional. Oh
Oh, I'm
no,
sick of hearing that shit. I'm
let
sick
me
of hearing
correct you on some of them words. He was a constant politician. Okay?
He was
That's
very
what he
political.
was. I need you to understand the difference in between those words. Okay? They have different definitions. Okay? That's what he was, a constant politician. And that's not what the Pelicans need. If I'm not mistaken, the Pelicans are they blue collar, right? Am I right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That's how I see him.
Is a politician a blue collar?
Yeah, well, I would say no to that.
Some of them act like they are.
They act like only time they blue collars when they have
They act like
a
it.
long sleeve shirt and then they roll it up here and act like they're about to go fix a car, but then they're just about to grab a mic and spew some more bullshit. That's about as
Yeah,
close to
he
blue collars
did.
they
Thank
get.
you, Who Dat Daddy. He said, yeah, he sounded like he was running for mayor. And it's like, dog, the Pelicans don't need a mayor. We need to win. You know what I'm saying? We need to win. We need to make winning plays. We need to get the ball to Zion. Not you dancing. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at me. Oh, I can dance. Oh, look at what I'm doing with the ball. You're not going anywhere.
But you can put that on coaching too, because as a coach,
He
you gotta
can
let the
yell
guy know
too.
yeah, you gotta make him circulate the damn ball. But see, that's what I'm saying. I got Joe Dumars on screen. See, Joe Dumars understands this. Joe Dumars is from Louisiana. He made his bones as a gritty defensive player. And me and you, like we was talking, Lex, Joe Dumars, all accolades, y'all heard him before, 2-time champion, 50 top greatest NBA player. Won a championship as an executive, but Joe Dumars knows the game well enough to coach the game.
Mm-hmm.
He know that's something where people not talking about. He made the jump from player to executive, but Joe Dumars, if he wanted to, he could be a good coach. And Willie Green can coach and pick up a coaching job. Joe Dumars can do it. I tell you that off top. But he knows the game well enough to coach the game if he wanted to do that. So I'm saying that attribute is something that I see him using, and he's a very intelligent man. Joe Dumars knows that he cannot fire Willie Green because Gail has given him a blessing.
I still don't understand that.
But hold on, DC, before we don't even have to delve into that. All I'm saying is that he understands with the restrictions in which he has to operate, like he has full way of this team. He basically added whoever he wanted, got rid of who he want. All these different executives that we had from the previous regime, they're gone. You talked about Lex, you talked about the damn signs, the mindfulness and all this bull crap. He ripped all that crap down and put the one goal and the trophy up there. And that's been talked about being tough, talked about being rough, the total adverse to what we had before. So like I said, that in itself, that's what we were talking about for years. He's headed in that direction. And the only encumbrance to that is the coach, who's a leftover that he can't touch in that way until the time comes that if the man doesn't do what he's supposed to do. But Joe Dumars is right behind to, not pause, but I'm saying he's on the bench watching every step that Willie Green is making and even telling him what plays to run for his people. So he is going to make sure the Pelicans succeed at all costs. Despite the head coach weaknesses. So that's what I'm saying. He done did everything he can do. So we're going to see. Go ahead, DC. I'm sorry I cut you off. Go ahead, bro.
Gave Joe Dumars unlimited ability to touch the roster, but she told him you cannot touch anybody in the coaching staff, right?
Not Willie Green. Couldn't get rid of Willie.
And Joe Dumars went in and, man, he did about the quickest turnaround you ever seen.
Yep.
And I think the Pels are going to catch a lot of people off guard. People going to come in here thinking it's an easy win, and we going to get some games based on that. But
defensively, we still got to get it together, though.
Oh, no, defensively, we're a
Lord
mess.
Jesus.
We're a mess, Lex. But
Yeah, defensively,
offensively, they looking very scary. But if you
they
really
need to
want to
stop
win,
somebody.
I don't think the defense looks so bad with the starting lineup though. Like Zion to me looks good. Jordan Poole, he needs some work.
I mean,
Trey,
But that's not a secret, though,
as
bro.
a whole,
right?
the defense
It's
is
not
the
a secret.
rebounding.
He was communicating on defense though, Q. So he knows, like what people's supposed to be. I don't know how good he can get on that side of the ball, but I think he's definitely going to apply himself and do the best that he can. But we still don't really know what it looks like with Trey, Herb, and Zion. So if you got Jordan Poole out there for the majority of the time with Trey, Herb, and Zion and Kevin Looney, I
Why
think we're
didn't
gonna be
Hurt
fine
play?
defensively. Ankle. I think he
When
got a
did he hurt
sprained
that?
ankle. I guess practice.
Okay.
He slept wrong on the plane, maybe Lex. I don't know. It was
What?
20 hours.
I mean, because that's the only way he could have did it. It's on the plane. I mean, did he trip? Oh Lord Jesus!
They came
No,
around offering him some snacks, and
is it something on the plane?
the lady hit his ankle with that little cart when they was handing out the
Oh
snack.
my gosh!
It hurt off. But I don't know. They never said when it happened.
I mean, I don't understand. How do you hurt your ankle, man? It was hurt that bad?
Well, I think if it was a regular game, maybe Herb probably played. But I mean, it's the preseason. So if they're like, "Oh, this don't feel
Hey,
so good, that don't feel so," all right, you sitting out. Like you really, I don't think Trey is hurt. He had a sore foot. I don't think he hurt.
what?
He just
But he hurt enough to be kept out for the preseason. Is what you're trying to say.
his foot is sore. So it's like, why we're not
I
gonna push
mean,
that for
why are
what?
we sitting out over
Right.
sore feet?
It's the preseason. Lex, these games don't count.
You know what? Look,
Why are we
just
pushing?
3
Why
weeks
push
ago,
through it?
chicken. Look, I'm.
Curry chicken.
I'm
Ah,
cut
not
from,
chicken.
cut from a different cloth. Look,
You gotta say curry chicken referring.
man, I didn't have surgery on my leg, y'all, 3 weeks ago. Okay, and I was out there on the court yesterday with the fellas working on defense. You know what I'm saying? I can't
Now,
run.
Lex,
I cannot run.
let me show you
Look,
how it goes. You think if you played on
I
the
gotta
Pelicans,
be paralyzed for y'all to give me
you
off
think
that
if you
court.
played on the
You know what I'm
Pelicans
saying?
and you had that injury and you coming off that, you think they gonna let you get in the preseason game no matter how much you want to? You think they gonna let you
Chicken.
go out there?
Hey, you know what? Look, just fake
Lex
like I
gonna
got
suit
on my
up and run in
clothes.
the game.
Look, just take out my stuff, walk to the table, and check myself in. Stop me, my nigga. Oh, I'm sorry.
Willie gonna stand in front of you. Said no, Lex, you can't go out here.
No, Willie ain't gonna do shit.
It'll be like,
Joe
like what?
Dumars gonna
Juma's gonna tell Willie to stop him. He
What's
gonna
he
going
gonna tell
on?
one of the people to grab her and she
Look,
gonna look at Joe. He
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
get
one
up and
goal,
down that
Lex.
floor
One goal.
at least once before he call a timeout or
Say
whatever,
Lex, we got one
or
goal.
send
It's not
somebody
gonna
else
help
to
the
the
one
table.
goal. Gotta
Like
sit this
we
one
we
out.
didn't have you active, Lex. Well, you know what? That's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Because
Lex
I
gonna have
didn't
us
give you.
forfeit the game. She
I,
going
I,
out there
I
not
didn't tell you that I was inactive. You know what I'm saying? What? I should have
Damn.
said mixed
Lex,
bag.
you're a serious baller. I gotta tell you that, fam.
Hey, I
Lex
love.
serious
Hey,
about the game.
the way that my passion works is that look, if I can walk, I'm gonna be out there, and I was out there.
There it
I
is.
respect it, baby.
You
I
know,
respect too.
these guys, man.
But you
It's
know,
like, man, y'all just do y'all love the game?
I don't think
You know
it's
what I'm
on them. I
saying,
don't
dude?
think it's
But
not
I
their
know y'all
choice.
love the money that it brings, but do you love the game? Lord Jesus, give me y'all's talent. I know just what to do with it. I really do.
I mean, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan did not let play in the preseason if they hurt. You know,
Oh, I know. Do you know Jordan had a clause that said for the love of the game? It was
he had a
literally
love of
called
the
that.
game calls.
Yes, for the love of the game clause. I'm being serious. That
What was in the
means
clause,
that
Lex?
no matter what, if he felt like playing basketball, if he wanted to go play in a street game, he'll go out there, he
Well,
play
no,
his
no,
butt
no.
out.
I knew about that. I didn't know the name of it, but I know about
Yeah,
that. They
for the
couldn't
love of the
stop him.
game.
They couldn't
For the
stop
love of the
him
game
because
DC
he
didn't know
clause.
what
would.
you're talking about.
Nah, Jordan
Yeah,
used to play a lot of
that's me.
pickup ball in
I
Chicago,
got a
man.
love of the game clause. I'm saying.
DC didn't know that.
I know
Yeah,
about him playing pickup
but
games
I
in
am being
Chicago, and they
serious,
couldn't
y'all.
stop him.
Okay,
I didn't
DC,
know.
I
I
got
didn't
you.
know it was the love of the game clause. That
Yes,
did
it
that.
was
I hear you,
called
my brother.
exactly that. The love for the love of the game. He had them put that up in there, and he can play like y'all can't restrict me from playing whenever I want to play.
Just like you
That's
pretend like
tough.
you ain't
Who
no.
else has that? Who else
I,
has that? Who else had that in their contract?
oh, okay. There we go.
Uh-oh, Mr. Smith is in the building.
Oh, what's up, James? Been a long time, bro.
Yeah, that is right here. For the love of game
Oh,
clause,
what is
because
that?
of this unbreakable bond between Jordan and the game of basketball, he was the first player in NBA history to have a quote love of the game end quote clause added to his contract. This clause essentially allowed him to play basketball anywhere he wanted with no liability for unfortunate events like injuries. This clause essentially allowed him to play basketball anywhere he wanted with no liability for unfortunate events like injuries. He could play an exhibition game, scrimmages, or just a pickup game in a random park whenever he wanted to. Furthermore, MJ is the only player that the Chicago Bulls general manager Jerry Krause ever thought about giving this clause to, and one could imagine what would have happened if Jerry refused. For the love of the game, MJ.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for
There
the
you go, DC.
confirmation. It just hit right here.
I believe it.
Yeah. For the love of the game.
I wasn't questioning it, player.
I hear you, brother. I hear
I'm
you.
about to question you, like you act like you
I'm a
don't
Jordan
remember
fan.
I wanted two,
You know what I'm saying?
3 first-round picks for that shade. Oh, not shady on shot. For what's your boy?
relate.
What's
You
his
know, we
name?
just-
Q.
Who you talking about, DC? What
Lex
lie
put
you
him-
about to
Lex
tell?
Put him in the chat. What's his name?
Who?
What lie you about to tell,
Who in the
DC?
chat that's playing overseas now?
Who playing overseas?
Who the relish on your hot dog?
See, he bringing the dude up. Talking about he never bring the guy up, but
Oh,
he bringing him up
you-
now.
You bring that up, and you won't never bring up the 2 to 3 first-round draft picks.
You know what? You know
What
what?
2 or 3? What you talking about? Where is this random commentary coming
Drew
from?
Holiday trade, man.
Well, you offered Cam Reddish for you wanted
I
Drew
said
give up
we should trade Drew Holiday
for Cam Reddish. That's what you said.
first-round picks if they give us 2 unprotected.
Why is DC talking about Cam Reddish right now? What's going on here,
Yeah,
DC?
how did that
Because
come
you
up?
playing like you don't remember stuff.
Because you were talking about hot dogs and reddish, right?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about, bro? See, I told you. See,
Drew Holiday and Cam
see,
Reddish.
this is this side. See, DC brung this stuff. I'll never talk about it. He brung it up. Nobody even talk about Cam Reddish, and DC brung him up.
I thought he was talking about hot dogs or something for a minute there.
I don't know what he was going with that. I didn't even want to touch that. I ain't gonna say nothing about that commentary.
I said like relish on a hot dog.
What is you talking about, DC? Why didn't you just say Cam Reddish?
I don't know. Why did Cam Reddish come up?
Stacey said, "I'm
about
lost.
Michael Jordan. How do we
I'm
go
lost.
from Jordan?
Because DC loves Cam Reddish. She considered Cam Reddish like Dominique Wilkins or something. I don't know.
What?
No, that's you. Dominique
When?
Wilkins was your favorite player.
When?
He loves Cam Reddish. I don't know what it DC. I don't know what's going on with him.
Okay, so how did Cam Reddish?
DC explained how he just threw him in there. He just threw him in there.
Okay, let's not disgrace these.
Well, I was trying to make my point.
Hall of Fame
About,
we gotta stop taking Hall of Fame players' names and
putting everybody compares to Cam Reddish. It's
Like,
DC.
We gotta respect our elders.
For a second and let me
Okay.
get one-on-one with him.
No.
Hey,
I was
yeah,
talking
Daddy
about-
said half the weather in DC.
Oh, I don't know, but
Oh man.
I was talking about
Goodness.
Mr. Don't never talk about the first round picks when he bring up the Drew Holiday and Cam Reddish trade proposal.
What?
What is we talk? I never mentioned nothing about that, bro. What you talking
So
about?
you didn't mention nothing about that, but I was telling you about the love of the game clause, and I heard about that, and then you try to act like I ain't never heard about it.
Can you put on DC's selection?
DC going crazy.
That is completely psychotic.
Hey, do you mind playing his solo selection? Because he went solo on whatever he was talking about with brother.
Oh man, DC went crazy right quick. DC he lost his mind right quick. What's wrong with you, DC? You know, you drank some bad pineapple juice. What's going on?
I don't
I
I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
because the every little thing is gonna be alright. Oh, what? What? Oh, oh, oh,
Switch it up on him, DC.
What's going on? Lex, what you doing?
All right, there you go, Lex. Try to help him out.
No, Lex got it.
DC, Cam Reddish nearly moved to Europe, man. The man playing in Europe, bro. Could you let the man be, dog?
I never gave a shit.
Damn.
They asked Zion about
You done derailed the whole show talking about Cam Reddish, man. This dude crazy, man.
I mean, but you didn't have to support it and bring up the
I start. It went left when I started talking when Lexxah missing. When she talk about the game, the clause. The game clause to Michael Jordan. Then this dude threw Cam Reddish out there. This dude, crazy.
Dominic Wilkins' name.
That's right. He always drawing some shit out there. What's wrong with this guy, man?
You threw Dominic Wilkins' name out there.
Let's keep it moving, man. Let's forget what DC talking. DC going crazy today, man.
Stacy, dog. Who's the coach?
Good boy. I love Cam Reddish. He can't take it that Cam Reddish is a bum, man. The man's a bum, bro. Just get over it.
You know what?
I just want you to add the 2 first round draft picks to that trade proposal when you bring that shit up. That's all.
Okay, what's the 2 first round picks, DC? Go ahead. That's what you want to talk about. Go ahead.
It seemed like he never carved out a role. And then it's like, I don't know why he wasn't playing.
Because he was sucked. He sucked.
I mean, but
that's why he wasn't playing. It ain't hard to find about Cam Reddish. He was bad. He sucked.
He gonna cook him though.
DC loves that guy, man. That's his favorite all-time basketball player. Loves Cam Reddish.
Love Cam Reddish, bro.
You just drew. I was talking about Jordan. This man brought Reddish up, man.
Potato chips.
This man crazy, man. Cam Reddish is done, man. He's cooked.
Why is he eating Lay's potato chips?
He's done, man. It's a cook Reddish, bro. Just forget about it, brother. Shadion Sharp was a good call. All this other that's the only other one. You had Didi Lozada. DC, your picks have been pretty bad, bro.
I called Jordan Fizz. I called Derek Queen. I called Tyrese Maxey.
I give you Tyrese Maxey.
Okay, did you say Tyrese? I'm gonna need you to say Ty a little bit heavier. You know what I'm saying? Not Tyrese. Tyrese. Okay? Come on, man. Don't say Tyrese.
He pronounces Cam Reddish name correctly.
Tyrese, get over here, Tyrese.
Halliburton, I said he was going to be good. I wanted us to get lively.
Tyrese.
We will draft Misi. Come on, man. What you talking about? We go on and on about these draft picks.
Okay, listen.
What's the draft pick you want?
All right, let's keep it moving, man.
Khalil Ware, you know?
You did call Khalil Ware.
More receipts. I got to keep going.
Didi Lozada.
I think the Pelicans dodged a bullet not getting
the Luka stopper.
Not getting that dude that Memphis picked up, the big man.
Who?
Right.
What's his name? Somebody help me out. Big man at Memphis.
No, the big guy.
He went to Butler.
Talking about the center, DC.
Yeah, Daddy, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm on a podcast. What you want me to be quiet?
Yeah, that was Pelicans dodged the bullet because that dude is not good. Edie, thank you.
Zach Edey?
Yeah.
Edie not good?
I think Edie's.
He can't get rebounds.
It's just his first year. I think Edie's gonna be all right.
You that close to the basket and can't get rebounds?
Come on, you can't get up on Edie like that. I remember you talking about Memphis and how they had all of the 7-footers and they got Zach Edey and we had to do something.
Yeah, that's because who was the coach? Who was the coach?
He should be ready for the start of the season, man. That'd be who we match up with the first game. We'll have to go to Memphis to take on Zach Edey.
Thank you, Stacey. Slow and lazy. Slow and lazy.
Slow and lazy.
Let me ask this because maybe one of y'all watch more.
I ain't answering no Cam Reddish question, so that's a legitimate basketball player.
Can we go back to the love of the game clause?
Klingen in Portland. Would y'all say Zach Edey is slower than Donovan Klingen now? Because coming out of college,
we don't want that dude either.
I don't know. I think Klinger might be faster, DC.
Yeah,
He might be faster than Zach Edey, man. But speed wasn't Zach Edey's thing, though. We all knew that coming out of college. He just a space eater. He's a space eater. It's supposed to make it difficult at the rim, but he still has time to develop. I mean, he can't teach size, and he is.
Everybody can understand. Can I say this real quick? Y'all know what people were saying about Jonas Valanciunas? What were people saying about him? He was what?
He was slow-footed.
Oh my goodness.
Later on, yeah, but early on, Jonas was a beast, man.
So did the Pelicans dodge a bullet? You know what I'm saying? On those two guys. Yes. You know why? Because if everybody was talking about Jonas Valanciunas, who is the leading rebounder on the Pelicans.
It's true.
Double digits.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lexxah ain't ready for you to cook.
He played all those games, too. He was the most durable one, too.
Yeah, he was
the most durable. He was an Iron Man. That's right.
Iron Man. Okay, what makes you think people want Zach Edey on his team? Dodge the bullet.
Zach Edey's seen as a rim protector. That's how he's perceived as a rim protector.
You need more in your game than that.
I know, but still in all, you put him in the mix with Jaren Jackson Jr. and Morant and what they have over there, and they feel like they might have enough to contend. I mean, we'll see what they got going on that first.
They looked pretty good playing together last year.
Huh?
Yeah, I would say they was all right.
Well, they looked pretty good last year before somebody went down with injury.
Yeah, they were handling up and doing some stuff, man. But like I said, DC that it's still young. Zach Edey's still young, and not like so you talk about Klinger out there in Portland. They had these two bigs with upside. But at the same time, like I said, Edey, man, 7'4". We know why they took him. Why people wanted to take Edey, because they was looking at Wemby. They wanted to have size for size. Wemby was the standard.
People, I mean, these lineups are getting bigger, man. They are getting bigger. You can't teach size, and that's one thing that is good. But
what?
Yeah, I hope he improved on his rebounding. Well, not really, not against the Pelicans when they played.
Yeah, she was talking about size, man. I'm saying Houston is probably
they
damn near,
wingspan
one guy. They got a bunch of 7-footers in their starting lineup.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that, because I know this game is a game that's coming up soon, fam. I mean, we got a little time for this game. October the 14th, 7 p.m. tip-off time. Pelicans. The Rockets won. They won last night. I want to say they beat down the team. Fred VanVleet. Yeah, Fred VanVleet is done for. Oh, he got ACL, so he's going to be done for a while. But let's kind of talk about this game right here if we can. Say again, DC. You kind of muddled, bro.
Who's their point guard?
They really don't have one. Not like a traditional one. That was a big loss for them.
How does keep happening to Kevin Durant?
I don't know.
The Nets, he didn't have a point guard. He went to.
I think they're looking for
Reed Shepard. Didn't they draft Reed Shepard? It was a first-round pick for him, DC.
Yeah, I think they're going to have Thompson run the point.
KD keep running in the teams where you don't have a goddamn point guard to start line. What's going on?
Well, he had Chris Paul, but they sent him on his way.
That shit crazy.
What up, Jessica?
But this is the thing, man. We got this team. Y'all mentioned and talked about. Okay, y'all were very positive about the competition we seen in Australia. How the Pelicans handled it. Some people, including myself, were very happy how the Pelicans played. They did a lot of positive things offensively, defensively, a lot of stuff to kind of iron out. But we asked for, how does this look against NBA level competition? Houston, Orlando, next on the slate. Despite Fred VanVleet going on with his injury, DC, and it's going to be tough. Suffered a torn ACL, might be out for the entire 25-26 campaign, according to Shams. So that's big. So at some point they'll probably more than likely try to see about making a trade, perhaps, or try to see if they can acquire some help. Like I said, just showed some of the family members the depth chart for the Rockets. Reed Shepard, the draft pick that they have. Aaron Holiday is the backup, and of course they can run point, I guess, through other players like you mentioned, Amin Thompson. It could be that the team added Josh Okogie, and they got a very interesting. This is a very feisty team, but yet very much incomplete. I anticipate more than likely they'll probably end up making a trade at some point to try to maybe add a veteran here or there. We'll see Emi Udoka how he plays it, but let's kind of preview this game. What y'all see? What's the keys to victory, and how you see the Pelicans taking care of business in preseason game number 3 against the Rockets?
There's one and only one key to victory against the Rockets.
Lord.
That's it.
That is to not get fucking injured. That's it.
What?
If we don't get hurt, we won. I don't care.
What?
I don't care about the final score.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I don't care about the final score. Don't nobody else get hurt.
But look, listen, okay.
What's up, James?
I understand. They said they get good with who they have. Okay, are the Pelicans trying to get prepared for the regular season?
Yeah, and you can't.
Okay, so in regular season, so in preseason,
The logic does iron out though.
No, I mean, first of all, if you play, you don't play with, be like, hey, avoid to get hurt. Chicken, like we already know that. I mean, playing any sport, you could be walking down your steps in your house and trip over something. You don't even have to play in the game. And that's happened to a couple of players. And they tore some major things. Like, I don't want these guys to go out there playing skittish. You either healed or you ain't.
I'm not saying that. Lex, come on.
DC, that's basically what you said.
I didn't say they need to play skittish.
We can't be playing scared though.
And
this guy.
If we thinking about, let's be careful. Oh, let's watch the way that we run. Oh,
well, they're not about to run those strategies and those schemes to really try to beat.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, if we prepping,
vanilla, but
what's up, Carlton?
They match up good against us.
I mean, I don't want to assume that. I like to look. I'm not bringing last season's energy into this season's energy, but we still want the guys to play because you're getting ready for the season. And look at really what's concerning, DC, is look at the gap.
They look ready for us conditioning wise.
No, but right now their other teams are playing consistent games in the preseason. Look at the gap. The next time the Pelicans plays on the 14th, Houston just played yesterday.
Right.
Now that right there is very concerning. That huge gap, and then they go on the 14th to play this game. I don't know who made the schedule, but they were high on something.
We played Saturday. They played yesterday. We got a few more days than them. They're gonna be, out of playing for a while too. But
no, not like the Pelicans. I'm not worried about them.
That's fine. But the most important thing coming out of the preseason is that we don't get nobody hurt. So if they don't get hurt, regardless of how good or bad this game looks, it still ain't a win in the win column, and it ain't a loss in the loss column in the regular season. So as long as nobody gets hurt, it's a win. That's all.
But that's not okay. Well, I mean, that's for you know what though? Then that's for the whole season and the playoffs.
Not necessarily.
Yes, it is, because I don't want none of these chicken heads to get hurt.
I don't want none of them to get hurt either. But if you
know
had
what I'm
a
saying,
game you needed to win to get in the playoffs, and you won that game with somebody get hurt, shit, I'm still happy we won and got in the playoffs. It's about risk versus reward. So that's the only reason I said it ain't that big a deal, Lex. But
no, I just, but I still,
I get you. Your
I
coach
still want them to play though. Coach
I mean, you coming out.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, you play hard. If you look,
I wasn't saying they shouldn't play. Like the players should go out there. Oh, I don't want to get hurt. I'm just saying if nobody get hurt, that's the dub.
I mean, I just feel like automatically that's for the whole season. I don't want anybody on this team, like even the third string. And anybody if they send somebody down to the G League and bring them back, I don't want nobody to deal with any type of injury. And I think everybody wants that. I want that I want that not just for the season, for the way the Pelicans been dealing with injuries, man, for the rest of however the organization goes on and is in New Orleans and all that stuff. Because I'm tired of injuries. I really am. I don't want nobody to get injured though. But I do want those guys to go out there and play hard so we can see what we have that's coming for the regular season.
Well,
Um,
I could tell you right now, I don't think Houston has an answer for us offensively. What you gonna want to see for this game is what we can do defensively against them. Because
well, they
like you were
definitely have
saying,
rebounding.
oh, that's what I'm saying. So this is a good test for them to be able to test out their improvements that they should be working on right now on rebounding. Because that's exactly where I was going with it, Lex. Because defensively, I think the Pels can make some stops, but they clearly can't end the possession. And if you can't end the possession, are you really playing defense at this point? Because if somebody get a second chance rebound and they score, nobody cares about how you forced them to a missed shot before that. It don't matter. So they're gonna have another chance to try to see if they can figure out this rebounding issue. But I think it kind of
I mean,
depends
you know
on
what it
who
comes down
plays
to?
and who doesn't play. If Herb is out there and we got Trey out there, and I don't know how rusty they may look, like you said, because they definitely will
Yeah,
be a little
that's a
rusty not playing
concern.
that long. But if we got Herb, that added addition, he's not enough to fix all the rebounding woes from what I've seen, but it definitely will change the game, though. So I'm curious to see if he's improved, because to me, Herb is kind of the key. If anybody should be chasing down rebounds some type of way, it's got to be him. Obviously Looney in the start lineup, but you really need Herb to be that guy and clean up everything.
I gotta
They got to
disagree,
step up
Steve.
too.
It's not just Herb.
It's got to be everybody really.
Everybody,
It's
yes,
everybody.
exactly, everybody.
It's a team
Because you
effort.
know why? I'm going back to Oklahoma City.
I'm talking
Everyone,
about him improving
everyone.
though, Lex.
No, I'm just
That's what I'm
saying,
saying.
like, if we want to rebound, it's about effort.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
about getting
It's a
back to
team
the
effort.
fundamentals.
Most definitely.
Dude, box out. Find your man and box him out. It works.
I haven't
This
seen
stuff
the Pelicans
works.
play, but I haven't seen the Pelicans play like that
It's
in a long
basic
time, Lex.
fundamentals.
Kevon Looney
Some
played
people
like
may
that.
call
He
that
was boxing
cliche,
out a
but
bunch of
dude,
people, and they
Yeah,
that
wasn't
but
getting
still
rebounds.
was that
works.
for Golden State or what for the Pelicans?
Not for the Pelicans. They just wasn't getting it. He boxing out
Oh,
people, but they're
okay,
not getting the rebound.
okay, Steve. And they look, okay.
I'm just saying, Lex. You're right that it's the team. It's a team effort. Like you mentioned, OKC, man, those guys. That's a team mindset they all bought into.
They had both their big men out
He
last
got to
season,
improve.
early last season, and they were leading in rebounds. They had a whole bunch of miniature people out there, and they were rebounding. You can't tell me that these guys. You can. It's not about height. I think we affiliate having height with rebounds, and that's not the case because we've seen guys that are 7 foot and up, and they don't rebound very well. Luka Doncic has had more rebounds than some 7-footers.
Russell
He
Westbrook don't
has.
care about no height. Always
But
get
I'm just
rebounds.
saying, like, it's really about effort. Box out and go get the ball. If you box out, guess what? Somebody on the Pelicans is going to get the rebound. If everybody's pushing their man out, the team is going to get the rebound. And that's all it takes. If you start there, that's going to change things in itself.
Yeah. That's true. James makes a good point about OKC. They turn you over. So that's a part of the philosophy too. The defense, the caveat to
got
playing
nothing
stiff
to
defenses,
say.
they turn you over and then they run and they score off it. It makes the game a lot easier. Like they're really aggressive. They force the turnovers, then convert the turnovers into points. That's what OKC's stratagem is, and it works a lot. They are very handsy. They play the passing lanes very well. They're intelligent, and it's a part of their overall. That's bred into the mentality. I have not seen the Pelicans play that style of ball in a very long time, if any. And if I did see it, wasn't a sustained way of, mindset it where they play tough like that per se.
We all know the problem, though.
We understand that, but I'm saying at the same time, you people got, it's supposed to be bred into, like, if the guy is a head coach that's a defensive player, he cut his teeth talking about he's a defensive guy. He's obviously not an offensive minded person, but the defense is not there. I don't see what they're trying to do defensively. Sometimes they look lost. Sometimes the floor is unbalanced. Sometimes they overcommit. The communication is not there. And
sometimes they call zones for no reason. You ever notice that?
It's very weird that this kind of stuff happens. But I'm saying at the same time, it's just interesting for me to see what Joe Dumars does there. Because like I've said before, people will look at Joe, all his accolades. And like I said, Joe Dumars was good enough to be a head coach in the league with all of the stuff that he knows. He could have marched in there and been a head coach. He didn't have to make the jump from player to exec. He could have been a head coach. Somebody would have gave him a shot, and he probably would have been a good one. But the thing is, him sitting courtside, looking at Willie Green and the defense, I don't think Joe Dumars is going to he's not going to keep his mouth shut on the communication issues. His big thing is about communication. Yeah. You can, what he said, DC Lex, you cannot live in a silo. You cannot operate in a silo. That was his terminology. And speaking about have to be able to communicate. So that translates on defense, offense, all over the place. And we know defensively speaking, just to the defensive end, the Pelicans do not communicate well defensively. Mm-hmm. They really don't.
I wonder if how it looks if they run point Zion and let Zion attack the boards and bring the ball up instead of I know sometimes he's gonna want to crash out to get them easy buckets. But to me, it seems like everybody be trying to run.
Yeah, everybody's trying to run out, but nobody's getting the rebound.
To get the rebound, man. Like somebody got to pick up that job. And who's it gonna be? Because we know Kevon Looney gonna make sure he got the big sealed off. So he gonna get some rebounds, obviously, but he can't get all of them. Who else trying to do that dirty work? They gonna put Herb on that mission. They gonna put Trey on that mission. Somebody has to step up there. Is Jordan Poole going to improve?
It's going to have to be everybody.
It's not a rebounding point guard. Is it going to be a collection of all of them? It has to be everybody, Lex. And y'all are right.
It has to be collective. Like I said, if
has it ever been collective with this unit?
But hey, I mean, what's the goal? What did Joe put up there?
One goal.
There's one goal, and you got to get rebounds. Rebounds means possessions. And a whole bunch of Hall of Famers or ex-players, they say all the time, rebounds means championships. We know the defense wins championships, but rebounding is very important. It holds just as much weight as defense, if not more, because it's possessions. You got to have possessions in order to have the opportunity to score more points than the other team.
Right. And you also got to get a rebound to finish off the defensive possession. Oh, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
So you absolutely right.
And you know what? Another thing, how can you get out into transition if you don't get the rebound? I'm just saying.
They could attempt to get out in transition, Lexxah. That's what they be doing.
You know what I'm saying? If everybody's running back in transition, like dog, we don't have possession of the ball.
That be looking like some Three Stooges.
What is going on? You need the ball. There is no transition without the ball, unless you're getting offensive rebounds. Okay,
I think they're gonna figure it out though. But we can obviously see their intentions this year, and I like it. They want to be a team that's gonna get out and run. I think that's we're probably gonna be at our best. I think James pointed out, right here, talking about that 23-24 season, we was getting all those deflections and getting points in the fast break. And we're going to have to get easy buckets because we know that our coach not gonna scheme up schemes to get us easy buckets. So you gotta get the easy buckets like that. And
Where's the joystick at?
Boy, that joystick is there, man. You gonna see it go crazy when Joe Dumas see this shit happen. If it when it happen, Joe Dumas he gonna be yanking the hell out that joystick and Willie back.
Q.
Willie gonna be bucking his eyes and shit and everything. Green snot out his nose.
Our philosophy on Dumas coaching the team is gonna come real, and it's gonna be revealed and exposed when there's one thing happen, bro.
And what's this?
They got a minute and 30 seconds left in the game.
Uh-oh.
And we win that game, not with a lucky shot, but through a series of very convincing high IQ basketball plays. You gonna know right now, bro. You gonna know that ain't Willie Green doing that shit. He called a timeout at the right time. They calling the right play, the right ATOs and shit. You know what I'm saying? They doubling the right person, blitzing the right person. That's like, oh, ain't no way Willie Green drew that shit up. It's gonna be exposed, bro.
Hey, but Big QDC, we can't do the secret contract no more because it's already out. So we got our joysticks now. You hear me?
We gotta break out our joysticks. Hey, hold up, I got it, y'all.
We gotta bring these bad boys out.
I love it, Lex. Hey, look, I'm gonna add something to your shit, Lex.
Y'all gotta, go get it. Okay, so we
can the PlayStation music or the Sega. You gotta pull one of them out, dog.
Yeah, Sega.
Yeah, she pull out the joystick, man.
Yeah,
any one of them.
You mean like the Super Mario Brothers, that type of shit?
Yeah, they're Super Mario Brothers. There you go. Yeah, we gotta play.
Like the theme for when
we
you
all
turn
gotta
the game
bring them
on,
out
man.
though, just like this.
So you bring the joysticks out when there is a positive play that happens that's not customarily something Willie Green would do. Then we bring the joysticks because you know it's Joe Dumas. Okay, I got you.
We got something, y'all. And y'all can join us in the chat too. Y'all get y'all's joysticks. Because Joe Dumas is definitely going to be on his joystick with Willie Green until he's gone.
Just telling you. He going to be there too, man. I say Joe Dumas is going to be there, man.
Let's go with the PlayStation song, Q. PlayStation. You know, the little Chinese.
PlayStation. What you talking about, these?
What? Stacey said Sonic loses his coin sound. Hey, when Sonic loses his coins.
Look at the Mario. Why y'all doing it? Cause Joe from the 80s era. Okay. I got you. So that's what we gonna rip out. We gonna rip that out for him. I got you. There it is right there. Hey, yeah. There it is right there. There it is. So yeah, he tell, hey man, you know. Well, Q, I'm looking for it. No, that joystick got to be back there somewhere.
Yeah.
Do it
again.
See, during this time, but this is an early picture. He didn't install it yet. It was later on, and they start practicing. This was introductory. The joystick wasn't put into after the practices started happening. That's when it started going.
The joystick is in the practice facility and in the arena.
And no, it wasn't there yet. See, this is just the introductory presser right here. This just got started. The joystick was placed after practice. That's what happened. That's what happened. But Willie Green, ain't nowhere in the world Joe Dumas is just gonna let him sit up there and fail. That's why he's sitting right there watching him at courtside. That's a lot of pressure, man.
Season and Willie's still gonna get fired. That's what's going on.
Yes.
Well, Joe Dumas eventually gonna get tired of telling what plays to run, and then he's gonna put somebody else in charge because he got a job to do his damn self.
It's sad that he gotta hold his hand though. It's sad.
I mean, it's he doing, but he did every part that he could do as a exec. I mean, Gail. I think Gail is in this picture somewhere. I think she was in this picture somewhere. But Gail is the one.
She got the joystick.
There go Gail right there.
Gail brought the joystick.
Look at Gail. Gail right there. There she go.
Team.
Gail got it right this time. She got Joe do that.
I heard a rumor. What's the dude who owned Canes?
Come on,
He
DC.
want, nah, he wants
Who?
to buy the Saints. So I know if he buys the Saints, he probably wouldn't blink twice at buying the Pelicans.
I didn't hear no rumor. I didn't hear anything
Todd
about it.
Graves.
Uh,
Didn't hear nothing about it. Man, don't know nothing about no football, bro. I didn't hear anything
Man, he
about
ain't
that.
gotta know much
mm,
about football. What you think, Miss Benson? Know?
She
But
got the team from
look,
Tom
look.
Benson who knew about football.
I think he
Yeah,
probably
that's
know more than her.
crazy because
But
they all dapping him up. At least one of them are not here anymore.
But see, y'all seen that? They had Compassion up there. They did this
was up
press
there?
conference. See, look, Compassion's still up there. They ain't up there no more. They took all that shit down. This is the introductory press conference right here. They still had that's before he stepped in and took a look around. You see a couple of them old them old signs up in the
You
background
see
right
how
there.
he's smiling? Look at
Look,
that.
Joy. They got Joy. You see Joy back there?
You paused it just in time. Look at that right there. Yeah, hey, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? All right, bye. You know what I'm
Willie,
saying?
meet
You know,
me in the back.
he
I got
leaned in and
price
said,
list I'm at.
he
He
said,
look, he was playing the
yeah.
politics
He
game.
he
You know?
leaned into CJ and said, "Bro, you know you getting the fuck up out of here, right? You
Yeah.
know you." He that's what he said. You know you about to go, right?
Oh goodness, where's the applause at? Where's the applause?
You know you about to get the fuck up out of here. You right? You know that, right? That's what that looked like right there. They didn't even bunched him, bumped into him a little bit.
Yeah.
Jose, stop that acting. That's what he's doing. Stop falling out
I
acting.
know.
Stop
You're
being
like,
dramatic.
I'm not hurt, Mr. Joe. Like, what?
Mr. Joe.
Yeah.
That's right. You referred to Joe Dumars as Mr. Joe. That's
Yeah.
right. But
You know
man,
what? I would love to see a Joe Jackson come out of him though. You know what I'm saying?
Joe.
Joe Jackson.
Who's Michael? Who's Randy? Who's it? Who's
No, I'm saying-
Come on now.
well, I mean, he already set the hierarchy, right?
Oh my goodness! But
Right.
I think Joe. I think she got this one right. The hire to get him here. I think she got this actually right. I think she got this right. Now, my only critique or criticism of the Joe Dumars thing was, I thought they should have had more of a open scope, a wider field of interviews with other people. We could have talked to Myers and some other people, but she seen Joe as the answer. And that's probably because of Mickey Loomis. Mickey Loomis he referenced this Joe to her because they were supposed to hire Joe when they created the executive position early on. And then turned around and gave it to Dale Demps, but they came back around to try to rectify it. Joe Dumars is the right decision for the Pelicans. I know some people criticizing this trade to get Queen. I think that's still something that's yet to be determined because number one, I think Milwaukee's going to be better than what you think they are. Number two, Queen is going to be good for the Pelicans. He's going to be all right, and I don't think. Then number three is it's too premature to even talk about that bullshit yet. Let a year or so
Speaking
pass
on
before we can get to
Milwaukee,
that.
man, I
Go ahead,
think
DC.
we good this year, brother. But did y'all hear about Giannis? His whole family's moving back to Greece. So I wonder next year is Giannis contemplating like leaving the NBA and playing overseas or something?
I didn't hear that. But what I did hear was it was a New Yorker trade attempt for Giannis. Now I did hear that they were considering.
Trade attempt?
New York was trying to get Giannis, and they turned the. I don't know, but they turned the trade down because they said it wasn't strong enough.
They got to be called Anthony Townsend something, I would imagine.
But he got a championship. I mean, if Milwaukee is not the thing, he don't seem like he wants to go anywhere else. I mean, then
got him
he
a
says he
refreshed
let his
center to
family
play
choose.
next to.
Right, but then he said he let his family choose, and his wife and kids they wanted to go back to Greece. He got his kids enrolled in school and everything out of that. I don't know what that means for him next year. I would think he probably definitely plays this year, but he's becoming a free agent at some point. So I'm wondering if Giannis is thinking about just going ahead and leaving the league. I'm sure he probably could get a bigger bag or the same bag playing over there now with
how the system is going right now, because he did allude to this. That's why what you're saying, DC, does not surprise me.
James.
But with everything that's been going on as far as like injustices and things, he did mention that. He actually, I think he mentioned it either last year or the year before, that he was like, should I raise my children here in America? Like he did say that in an interview. So that doesn't surprise me if he does want to move out, because really this country ain't the place to be. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm saying?
kind of been that way for a while now.
I'm just, I'm just, just low key. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's like there's better living situations in other places. You know what I'm
This is a
saying?
goddamn million that's talking like that
We
too. So
still
that
got
go to show you. You get
There's
that. This a
there's
man
some
that got
people who
millions of
don't like
dollars, right?
yeah.
melanation too much
He
here.
got millions of dollars. Get
You
doors
know,
open for him wherever he go. He's treated, but he still feel like that. That's
Shocking.
quite eye opening, right? He ain't
But
blue collar.
this land. I
We
think we
we
all.
still got a Bucks pick right after the we got their pick next year. Still, I think that's the last one.
I have to look it up, but I think you're right, DC. I want to say you're right on that. But it's
If we still got
interesting.
their first round pick, he ain't gonna leave him high and dry next year.
Yeah.
How many left on this deal?
I think
Got 2 years left
I think
Yeah, they were the Warriors.
this year and next year.
Warriors are always looking at
I
them.
don't know. You got to look it up, man. I'm not sure.
Use your computer, DC. You got more than one over there, right?
I'm not on the computer. I'm on the phone right now.
Isn't your phone a computer?
Yeah,
Why you at
but
it? You can look
screen's
up
too
Kim
small.
Reddish, what team he plays for.
And when I click over, you ain't gonna be able to hear me talking.
Okay, well, there you go. All right, DC.
Yeah, man.
DC says
I'm
phone is
coming
not
up
a
for reasons
computer.
why I could do some shit I told you I can't do. You still
Okay, I know. That's why I was pressing it. Pressing you on that. But anyway, yeah, let's see. Yeah. But this is. But anyway, before we get ready to shut it, we talked about the Houston matchup with the Pels. I know Lex kind of alluded to the fact that the time difference insofar as the Pelicans take it so long to get ready to get that preseason matchup. I know they'll be practicing during that period of time. But like I said, what I've seen from over these first couple of games were very positive. We do understand the difference this season because that's what it's all about, the personnel, the leadership. Are you guys, it's just to the flock, how confident you guys are in the leadership of one Joe Dumars on the screen? Do you believe in Joe Dumars' moves? I mean, you might not agree with everything, but he has been consistent in his thought about communicating and the team playing a certain physical style of play that he played when he was with Detroit, and some of that mindset. I think that mirrors the temperament of the territory we live in, the mindset of the city and the region, to play physical. So, the only encumbrance in from what I've seen of covering the Pelicans this long is the head coach. But as long as he got that PlayStation joystick in his back, we're going to see how far this goes, man. This is going to be a very interesting thing. But it's true time. If Willie can elevate the team's play, then he got to go. And besides, Willie has 1 year remaining on his contract. This is it for Willie Green. He had that one extension year that was added. After this year, his contract is over with. So either way, he's gone. If he doesn't perform, and do what he's supposed to do, he'll get fired. And the fact that he has 1 year remaining, and of course, Joe Dumars wants his own guy. I know he wants his own guy. How he cleaned up house and brought in all these people. He wants his own guy to run it. And one of the family members made mention of Malone, the former Denver head coach. That was a great point that he made mention that Joe Dumars, he said the head coach was Malone's father. I thought it was Daly. Wasn't it Chuck Daly was the head coach, was the Piston head coach when Joe Dumars was there? Unless he had another coach that I'm not familiar with. But y'all, historians of the game, y'all let me know. Wasn't Joe Dumars only coach that I remember, unless he was before that? I remember was Chuck Daly. Chuck Daly was the guy that got him that took him to the promised land, is what I remember. Y'all let me know in the chat. Okay, assistant Stacy said it was the assistant coach under Chuck Daly. Okay, thank you, Stace. All right, but that is still a very great. That might be the stat of the night right there. Yeah, that would be the stat of the night right there, and that is very interesting. Chuck Daly was Joe Dumars' head coach, and his son, his father, Malone's father, was the assistant coach, and Malone is out here as a free agent. Some of this shit just writes itself.
Yeah, he's on NBA.
Lining up, ain't it?
That's it. Some of this shit just writes itself, don't it?
And not only that, Malone is older, and we know that Zion responds very well to older cats.
But
Older
what?
coaches.
But let me ask you. This is just hyperbole. But what you would Malone and Joe Dumars get along?
Why?
Would they?
Why wouldn't they?
I'm just asking the question. Would they? Would they? Because some people say Malone has somewhat of somewhat of a temperament that I've heard before. That they talked about some of Malone's temperament. Maybe it was with that leadership group out there in Denver. But that's what I remember hearing about Malone at time being difficult to deal with.
He seemed kind of
mean,
like one of the old school guys, man, and I think that's
I
what
think they
Joe
can
is all
relate.
about. Like,
Yeah.
like when from the era when men could be men without all these, restrictions
And I
people
think there's a
trying to
mutual
limit
respect
alphas.
because Malone didn't get along with the GM.
That's facts, James.
Was he James?
They were
It
clashing.
was. I can't remember who.
What team,
was
James?
it under Monty? When was Malone?
Oh yeah, sure was. That wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Hold on.
Malone was an assistant here in New Orleans.
Well, that shouldn't surprise us. We had a lot of
really
great
something
coaches that
because-
left and went somewhere else and did really well.
If the
Finch
Denver's on
was
the
our
show,
latest and
they
greatest.
show
Finch, yeah.
They
Dude,
show
they
are
did.
competitive. They got a competitive team, and they won a championship. See, the Pelicans don't have
This
that
says
type of
no.
dysfunction.
Denver's ownership is broken.
Yeah,
Could be.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah.
My man Don says Malone and Borregos coached together in New Orleans before as assistants. Ain't that crazy?
so who was the head coach?
I think this is all under Monty Williams, if I'm not mistaken.
Lord Jesus, man, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you had these dudes.
Yes, Lex.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
but
they've
Joe
made a lot of
Joe wasn't
blunders.
here, was he?
No, Joe wasn't here. Joe wasn't in the house. We had Dill and Dell Demps, stupid ass, probably still up there.
Till and Dale.
Well, you know what? Shoot, that does make a point because Joe, I think with all the studying that he's been doing, he wanted the team to get younger. As far as, I mean, he talked about that in his interviews. Right. It's building a roster around Zion with younger players.
Yeah, because
alluding to what you're saying. What you're saying, James, as far as Malone
how many
wanting
years can Zion play at the level he's playing at? Do we look at Zion 7 years from now still being exactly what he is, or will his game?
He hasn't hit his prime yet, right? He gonna get better, right?
He's not technically in his prime.
I ain't saying he's not his prime.
27.
Because I mean, he's had a lot of time.
How long will his prime last? Well, his prime
2010, 2011. It was for the Michael Malone Hornets. It was he served as an assistant coach for the whatever Hornets at the time during the 2010-2011 NBA season. Yeah. During this time with the Hornets, the team achieved a 46-36 record and made the 2011 NBA playoffs under Malone's assistance. The Hornets had the most improved defense in the league, averaging 8.7 fewer points than in the previous season. Following this stint with the Hornets, Malone went on to become the head coach for the Kings, and most notably the Denver Nuggets. He led the Nuggets to the championship in 2023 and was fired by the Nuggets 2 years later. Say again?
Malone coached DeMarcus Cousins?
What? As the Pelicans or at a different stop?
Oh, with the Kings.
Yeah. He did.
His early coaches, man. Everywhere Malone went, like
the bigs did well.
Yeah,
and he had run in with their front office too.
Yeah, that's what
winning too.
But that's when y'all asked me the question about.
Probably got history.
But that's what I'm saying. That's when y'all asked me the question. He had a problem with leadership in Sacramento. He had a problem with Denver. That's why I asked the question: would him and Joe get along here? With problems and issues with those, well, anybody have Sacramento's an idiot club, so I guess I can exclude them. So, but it does have he had an issue with Denver as well. So that was my question about that.
I mean,
23 and 2014.
They wanted he helped Denver get a championship, But
And
you know
it
what? It
wasn't
seems
enough to
like
keep
they
him.
don't really care.
Nobody
They don't care about that.
Nobody saw Jokic coming either, man. You got to give him some credit for building that guy because I remember seeing Jokic when he was young. You saw some flashes or something there, but he didn't look nowhere near like what he looks like now.
Yeah, he was definitely a gem coming out of second round.
Shit, he's probably one of the best second round picks of all time, if not the
I
best.
Yeah,
probably saw it'd be hard pressed to find one that would be
yeah,
considered better than him, man. That's
yeah.
big, man. It
Because you
almost
talking
boggles my
about
mind that he was a second rounder, man, and doing like that, man.
MVP.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else that came out the second round that's done. The only person that probably comes close, I mean, he's not MVP, but is probably Draymond. I mean, with his 4 championships, but
Nah,
he's not the best guy on his team. Jokic is
Draymond
the
ain't
best
even
guy on his
close.
team, huh?
It ain't even close, Lex. Draymond ain't
No,
even.
I'm just saying, like, if we are doing that, because Draymond's not the best player. That's what I was saying. Like Jokic is the MVP of his team. Draymond isn't. So
Right.
that's the only difference. Is it's a distant second, very distant. Maybe like
Yeah, you
5
kind of
distance.
like Jokic.
Close
Jokic
second.
is in an airplane and he on a bus somewhere. That's how kind of I look.
Yeah, that's distance, right? The distance. You know what I'm saying? Look, I said
put
about
Draymond on the bus, damn.
5-10 distances.
Compared to
Multiply.
Joker,
I don't know what
yeah.
the one distance is, but if
Yeah, put
is
that
the
boy on
first
the
distance
subway.
Oh
1,000
shit! Look at Don, my
1,000
man
miles?
Don, bro. I'm not taking Draymond over Manu. What?
Oh, yeah, Manu.
That ain't
I
even
forgot Manu
close.
was second round. Okay, yeah, Manu's up there.
Draymond good though, Lex. Damn, everybody keep coming up. I ain't
Yeah,
taking him
Jalen
over.
Brunson.
I ain't taking him over
Well,
Brunson
yeah,
either.
Manu and yeah, Manu's
That's
still up there. Jalen Brunson, he don't got no chips just yet. But Jalen is that dude on his team. So
those are some really good ones, though, fellas. That's some really
Shout out to
solid
the
ones.
family,
I can
man,
see
bringing
that.
that up. I forgot
Solid
them two
ones.
guys.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
why don't we just do this?
Manu.
Top 5 second rounders. How about
Huh?
that? Does that work?
Would you say,
We
Lex?
know Jokic is number 1.
Would
Look, because names keep
Draymond number
coming.
5?
Is Manu number 2 or Jalen Brunson number 2?
I don't know. I'm
I don't know.
encouraged to go look
Manu
at
got
who came out the
championships though.
second after they threw them names because I forgot
Was Manu
both of
ever
them
a
guys
6 man
came
of
out
the
the
year?
second round.
I think Manu wasn't Manu 6th man of the year a couple of times.
Yeah, I think
I
he had
want to say,
That was like later down the, I guess
but he was like,
Manu was in the first round. That's what Stacy's saying.
he was.
Stacy's saying he was a first round pick.
Oh, he was. Oh, okay.
but I mean,
I can't remember all them
I
picks,
don't remember
man.
neither.
I had
DC, look in your computer, see what you can
yeah,
find.
look it up, DC.
Start typing on the pineapple computer, see what you can find. There,
Analytical
bro.
DC.
Pineapple computer?
Yes.
Please enlighten me what the pineapple computer is made.
I don't have time. I got to cover
I
this
would
article,
love
so
to hear this shit.
let me finish this article right here, sir. All right, New Orleans,
Okay.
New Orleans Pelicans.
Tracy was saying he was number 1.
Oh,
Oh,
he
shit.
said no, Manu is his number
Dennis
1.
Rodman.
Damn, you taking Manu over Joker?
I mean, Manu got the hardware, bro. That's not surprising. He got multiple
Yeah,
championships.
he
I
does.
can't act like he didn't play
I
with
mean,
Tim Duncan, no.
but Jokic
Yeah,
was
but still,
MVP.
no, he was a part of the team. Come on, man. He
Isn't
came off the
Jokic
bench.
is a
Definitely a
2-time
part of the
MVP
team,
of the
but he was
league,
never
right?
a franchise player. I can't take him over.
Is Jokic 2-time MVP or 3-time?
2-time. Could have been
2?
3.
Because I know it. One of those years, 2 years in a row, it was between him and Shea.
And B got one from him, and yeah, they had him up there this year. They were
Yeah.
he was an MVP.
I mean, you talking about he's a 2-time MVP of the league, and he's an MVP, Finals MVP, right? And Manu Ginobili, he was he's a champion. He got more championships, but he's not an MVP nor a league MVP.
Okay, I get what you're
You know?
saying, Stacey, but I think Jokic, even in a physical era, still would have been giving out.
I mean, well, that's
I'm
hard.
not sure if he would have been MVP though. You do have a point there. A more physical game, the way he'd be crying, I don't know if he'd be.
Yeah, I mean that's true because you
Might be
had a lot of
Sabonis.
skilled big men, but we can't take it back like that, Stacy, dog. I mean,
But Jokic, man, he got the three ball
Yeah.
on his side.
Oh, chicken. He don't have nothing on Mr. Fundamental.
Nah,
Okay.
Jokic ain't that
Yeah,
like that.
Mr. But Duncan, he wasn't in the second round though, Stacy. Jokic is three
Nah,
time.
he's just trying to compare Jokic to a different
Oh,
era. To me,
okay.
which it's
Oh, I
hard when you
mean,
start talking about
yeah, I
eras.
mean, I am taking Duncan.
I'm
Duncan,
taking Duncan
man.
all day.
Yeah, Duncan. He's Mr. Fun. His name is a whole lot cooler.
What is this? What's
Yeah,
going on?
Duncan. Like a lot of people have Duncan, and like they top five all time. I mean, he's really cold.
Nah, but Manu was
You
cooking
argue.
against Kobe and McGrady, man. But like to me, I'm not saying he couldn't, because maybe he could have. We would
You know
never
what's
know, because
crazy?
he was up
I
there.
don't
But
think
Manu
Kobe
was never a
was ever
franchise player
a
though.
league MVP. Did y'all know that?
Whatever.
I don't think Kobe was ever a league MVP.
Yeah, he was. What was it?
He was
It
a
was like
fine. I think he was a Finals
Nah, it was
MVP.
like the '06 season. I think Kobe got an MVP. Thought Kobe.
Check the computer, DC. Checking the
He
computer.
was an OC.
No, I'm not checking the computer, bro.
Check the computer.
I think
You would have thought
it was around that time. If it wasn't '06, it was
when he
it's
had
gonna be.
Oh
81
seven, oh
points.
eight.
Yeah, Kobe got an
Oh,
MVP.
He was
okay.
named
He only got
NBA's
one
most
year.
valuable player once in his career. That was the
But you
season
know
of
what?
07,
The
08.
year that Steve Nash
Averaged over 28 points a
on
game.
one of his wasn't because I think they joke about it. They're saying that Kobe should have won it that year when Steve Nash won. I don't know. I just yeah. You would think that he'd have more than that.
That's the year he had in 07, 08. He led the Lakers to the best record in the Western Conference. They were 57-25. He was named the NBA All Defensive, named to the NBA All Defensive first team that season. He beat Chris Paul and Kevin Garnett for the award. So that was 07, 08. He was named NBA's most valuable player once in his career. That is phenomenal. How it was just only one time, as
It's
great
just
as he
one
been.
time though. I mean, you think he would have had more than that?
But I mean, LeBron had like four of them suckers
Yeah, but
before
one of those
Kobe had
belonged to
one.
D Wade. Mm-hmm.
What you mean? The
And one of
MVP?
them,
What you mean, what
yeah,
do you mean?
yeah. You know what I meant,
What's your Alex? What's your?
huh? The year
I
that
thought you was talking about. I didn't know if you was talking about the Finals MVP or the League MVP. That's why I was like,
league MVP
DC got a lot of
because
excuses.
D Wade that year
yeah, bro,
he won Finals MVP.
fall
You
back,
know what
bro.
I'm saying? D Wade should have got that junk. You know what I'm saying? and I think the year the Nash got one of
Oh yeah,
his,
that's right.
that
Yeah,
should have
one of
went
them
to
years
Kobe
that was
too.
sad. I
Yeah,
like that Phoenix team and Steve Nash, but like, man,
yeah. Thank you,
man shouldn't
Don.
have got no back to
Yep,
back MVPs, man.
there you go, right there.
He shouldn't have got no back to back MVPs. That was crazy.
Kobe should have had more because I don't know. I just think it's weird that he just has one though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but it is
It is weird.
Kobe.
But shit, Shaq only got one MVP too, right? Shaq only had one MVP.
No, that was just for
His first year with the
I
Lakers,
don't
or
I
maybe it
don't
was the
remember
second
all
year
the
with the
years,
Lakers.
man. I mean, I'm trying to do the best I can, but yeah,
That's
the year
interesting, man. I'm still
yeah,
stuck on the fact that he only got one.
Wow, yeah, you're right.
he won a championship that year. That was D Wade's year, James. Man, I gotta disagree with you on that one.
With so the second year of the what you call them, the Heatles? What would they be calling them?
Nah, that was when LeBron wasn't on that team.
Oh, you saying D Wade should have won MVP when he won the championship that year?
Yeah, like he was balling out. He was balling out. He was doing his thing that year. That was '06. I remember that for sure.
Nah, Kobe definitely should have won in '06. I think that wasn't that the year you dropped 81 points.
No, they just posted it
What year that
up top.
was? That wasn't
That
'06.
was it said '08.
No, that's when he won it. I'm saying like I'm thinking about Kobe and
Remember
D
points up.
Wade. That was like '06 when D Wade won the championship, right?
Mm,
I think
mm.
'06 was the same year when Kobe was playing out his mind when he had the rape case.
Okay.
He
Well,
was playing out his
I
mind.
mean,
That's
well,
the
we
81.
knew
That's
like
the 81
what
points
did
year.
you
That
just
Kobe
say?
should have won MVP that year.
Yeah, but
Okay,
well,
but
that was Lauren over
you
his head. I
just
think
got
that's why he
said
didn't
why
get
he
it.
That's
did
why
it.
they didn't give it to
Yeah,
him.
yeah, he didn't get it because of that. That'd have been a little too much. All
Yeah.
right, so let's kind of bring it back to this, fam. We're about to do this last one here, and of course, the Pelicans did have some news to talk about that they waived Brooks and McDaniels. You know, of course, McDaniels is the brother of you know who. The Pelicans announced today the team waived Garrison Brooks and Jalen McDaniels, and the roster stands at 19, including the 3 two-way players. So, and of course, a lot of people think that both McDaniels and Brooks will be definitely headed to the squadron. That these will be members of the Beham squadron. So we'll see them guys. We'll see them guys on the other team, the developmental team that we have at later on. And like I said, this matchup we have against the Houston Rockets will be in Beham as well. This will be a home game of sorts for the Pels, and they'll be matched up in Birmingham against the Houston team. And ultimately, the final game of the preseason would be in the Smoothie King Center against the Magic, against the Orlando
Finally
Magic.
get
So
one.
yeah, but basically,
Well,
I
you
mean,
know
actually, that's not. Hold on, let me correct that. That is an away game. That last game is it's an away game.
Preseason, no? They don't want none of that.
It's an away game. Yeah, because they're looking at the 2 games in Australia. That was basically home games. They call it home games for the
Well,
Pelicans.
one of them, I think, they call both of them home games. Nah,
They were
one of them
listed.
was.
They were listed as both home games for the Pelicans.
How when they had the team's logo on the floor for the first game, the second
These
game they had the Hornets one up. I mean, Pelicans logo out there.
You can see it right there, my brother. They had it listed as
That's
home
crazy.
games, and then of course the Rockets game is a home
It's
game,
at
even though
home.
it's in Birmingham, and then
you
Orlando's
in
on the road.
Australia. That's goddamn crazy.
You feel home in Australia, DC, just like you feel home. I ain't gonna go
does
there.
everybody have 4 preseason games?
I'm not certain as
You ain't
to it,
never
but
gonna stop being petty, huh?
I just that it. What was I said they felt home in Australia, DC, like you feel home in where you from in in Marrero, right?
Now, why had you talking about that?
Just
Hey, that shit up out there had nothing to do about nothing. What are
okay.
you talking about?
I just said, brother. Anyway, listen, man. DC Lex, I'm gonna give y'all opportunity to get y'all last words in before we get ready to leave the broadcast tonight. First of all, I'd like to thank all of the fantastic faithful man for being in the chat. Y'all do us a service. Good to see some of the day ones in the building. Much love to y'all. Good to see. I see you, brother James. Much love to brother James. Brother Stacy's in this thing. Don, everybody, man. Good to see y'all. The queens in here. Jessica, big ups to you as well. Much love. I see all y'all, man. Much love to the fam. Y'all do us a service. Smack upon that like button and the share button. PPR is in the building, man. That's right. Smack it like you smack it. Shout out to our IG fam that's watching, man. I see y'all out there. Dr. Gray, big ups to you, Mad Drummer. I see you, man. Rifer number 2. I see Motine Slaw. Shout out to y'all on IG and the rest of the fams across X and all the other places that we screen to. But big ups to y'all. Lex DC, last words on the Pelicans as we get ready for the Rockets. Last thoughts.
Oh man. Well, since Lex playing the game,
Lex playing the game. DC, she not paying attention to us.
I'm gonna go ahead and give my last thoughts. The segment I would have liked to touch on this show, I guess I'll just talk about because we talked and covered a lot. But Zion, everything this year to me pertaining to him, and what the Pels can be, feels totally different than I think it's ever felt. But we're just talking about feelings, so you got to see it. But Zion is in possibly the best shape of his life. He has the best team he's ever had around him, and he actually has the best ownership that's probably ever had around him as well. So everything is kind of lining up for Zion to have a very impactful year. And looking at everything I'm seeing, him stepping into this new leadership accountability type role, right? I haven't seen Zion so far, which I mean, we had all our eyes on him all of about 2.5 weeks. He hasn't made a single mistake. Everything you would want him to do, he's done. Even looking at the last game, we were talking about defense and rebounding. Zion was out there trying to plug that hole. He got 9 rebounds that game. Actually, didn't worry about scoring as much as we had a problem doing that. And with this is a very exciting season. This is probably the most excited I've ever been to watch New Orleans. Let's say New Orleans basketball, because I was pretty excited the year after the Hornets pushed the Spurs in the second round, but that shit kind of fell apart. But this is about the excited I've ever been due to Zion, man, and where his trajectory looks to be headed. You're looking at a possible MVP caliber season for this fella if everything lines up. Takes a lot of things to line up, obviously, for him to win MVP. But looking at him and Trey, they finally get to grow, spread their wings, man. Him and Jordan Poole seems to have some type of synergy. And did y'all see Jordan Poole throw a goddamn 3/4 court lob to Mekovic? I know we gonna see that shit going on with Zion. So we got somebody who could throw him some lobs in the starting lineup. Zion attempted a goddamn step back 3-pointer in the preseason. Another baseline fadeaway shot. He looks like he's got that mid-range shot down, and he looks a little more fluid with the, jump shots I've seen him taking, warm-ups and different stuff. He's still attacking the rim the same way. I really want to see that against Houston, because with losing a lot of weight, you wonder if he lost some of his strength. He's obviously very, very quick. He looks like he may have gained a little bit of a half a step from dropping some of that weight. He looks very fluid out there. So with all of that, man, I think we got a lot to be excited about. This is going to be a very entertaining season, no matter the outcome, and it just makes you, kind of proud to be a part of the Pelicans and get to witness this. Because if everything falls correctly, I think we may be able to see something special this year.
Indeed, DC. He says very excited. It's the first time in a while, man. It's a lot of stuff to be excited about, man. Be honest with you, Lex. Last thoughts.
I am excited, but in that same breath, I'm not, because we've seen where things appear like they're going well, but I still want to see it. I still want to see it. Even with the things that Joe's been doing, I see the changes. I see the way that everything's been talked about. Obviously, just changing the mentality and the culture of this team. But yeah, the seeing part is very important. We really got to see this team really embrace the personality and the spirit of the city. And we haven't seen that yet. If we have, it's been a long time since we've seen it. So I do like the pieces on this team. Very talented pieces. Still need to fix quite a few things because I mean, obviously, we've heard all the talk. Um, I really feel like the Pelicans, you know, even though they did play, they won their games in Australia. You did see a lot of good things. I don't think I can put a lot of weight on those games as far as how to measure this team. I need to see it against better competition, and I think that'll be the telltale as far as what this team is capable. And it's not a bad thing. It's just that we've heard the talk, but and we've seen a lot of of the same things. But it's time to show. It's time to really play with that chip on your shoulder because we know that the media still doesn't respect the Pelicans. I really want this team to bring out that ugliness. I really want them to give it to teams. Like just make people eat their words. And like Zion was saying, hey, whatever y'all said before, y'all stay over there. I don't want to see this team be nice. I don't. And it kind of goes back to, y'all know talked about it. Violence, man. Violence. Like this team still has to come out of the residue that they've had years before and just play different. And I think they've gotten some nice pieces to support that. You have a person like Joe who has the leadership and vision and direction for the team. I think he's shown that. Um, he's been aggressive as far as making moves to get this team to be better and really change the culture and things, but we still have to see that action out on the floor. We got to see that product out on the court. So I'm ready for the season. I am excited, like I said, but at the same time, I want to see it. Let's do it, guys. We got to put that action behind it. So
I agree with that, Lex. It's time, man. It's definitely time for the Pelicans and for the faithful, man. We've been dealing with this and saying this for years. It's time for this team to really step up and like I said, they're the ultimate question mark team. They got people that said Pelicans a playoff team. Between that and them pushing for a chance to make a deep playoff run. So I mean that people have them in between, and that's a lot. And the factor is the ifs. The ifs is the question marks with this team. But I think they're headed in the right direction, man. And like I said, the biggest question mark we'll get to the bottom of it within the first couple of months of the season to see what's going on with the coach, and there's pressures on him to perform and be better. There's no excuses not going to be made. I don't think Andrew Dumas is not going to play that. He wants to see results. He knows what's on the table. He believes this team is a playoff team, not a play-in team.
yeah,
So this puts pressure right where it needs to be on the goddamn head coach to be better. And if he can't, let's move him on out and get somebody else in there. It's time to go, man. That's what I'm talking about. So that's what it's coming down to.
Most
yeah,
definitely, it's definitely a make or break year for Zion, man. Because if things don't go as they want them to go, I think they will trade him. Um, we don't get another opportunity at this team the way it's built beyond this year if it doesn't look good. Trey and Herb, I think, stay. Obviously, Fears and Queen. I think everybody else pretty much up for grabs.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the cost, man, because it's either put up or shut up, man. We done dealt with all these excuses and all of the nonsense with the ownership. The general manager took him a while to get the proper people here, and now we got somebody here with a little resume, a lot of resume. It's time to do some stuff, man. People
yeah,
are tired, man. They won't see instant results. They've been waiting far too long. It's time to results
yeah.
now.
I
Really,
think
I
I
feel like
think we are too.
and
I agree.
really Griff being here for as long as he was, and he was long overdue.
6 years.
Yeah, he wasted.
Should
I
have
feel
been.
like he wasted a lot of time with this team. He wasted, time with Zion. So yeah, the action is so important. Like I'm kind of done with the talking. Everything, like I said, everything sounds good, but we gotta see that action, man. We got to see this team play with that edge. We got to see this team play with violence. We got to see this team have that one goal in mind, because we've all that family crap and compassion and joy, and you know what I'm saying, and good human beings. Man, don't nobody got time for that. Nobody has time for that. Like, hey man, show it. Show it, guys. Like, look, like people are doubting you. People are clowning Joe on this pick. And really, that's one thing with that decision that Joe made. He basically solidified that this team is trying to win. He said that. That was a statement right there when he got Queen.
Right.
So the thing is, losing is not an option, because that's what he said when that action was put into play. So now we just got to see it coming to fruition, because we know that was on his mind. Look, we make this move, we're sure about this pick. We're basically saying, look, we are trying to win. We're trying to get into the playoffs. And I know he said somebody asked him about how many games the team was going to win. I actually liked his answer. And look, we got to win. Every game, we're trying to win each game. We're not trying to put a number on it. And I think starting right there is a big deal, because it seemed like some games we did not go into those games where the Pelicans were trying to win. The game plan was horrible. The philosophy, whatever goal that they were trying, like, guys didn't come out with the right energy. I'm waiting to see that right there. If you all are really trying to win, look, Joe's already put it out there. Once he made that trade for Queen, we're trying to win. So now the guys and the coaching staff, y'all, I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. Don't make Joe look like he was crazy, or he didn't know what he's doing. You got to go out there and show it.
Well, you heard Queen said that he gonna make him look like a genius to make this guy look like a genius. That's what Queen said. Go ahead, DC, close
You
out,
got to
man.
make him look like a genius, so yeah, and
I,
not just
I
Queen.
think I think they're ready. Zion, to me, this is probably right on par with what he's receiving as far as this negativity. He thrives off of that. You got an old school tough nosed guy like in the building, and Joe Dumars. I think that's all he ever needed. And it kind of makes me wonder. Um, Last year, how they were holding him out of the games, and remember he made that comment. I want to play. Like, he finally got frustrated with hearing all of him sitting out, not playing. So he said, "I want to play, but unfortunately, I play for the Pelicans." How many times have we had him not playing,
When he
and
was
he
available.
probably could have played?
Yeah,
So
say that again, please.
it just makes me wonder
Say
how
that
many
again.
times he
Yes,
wasn't playing
I agree.
and he could have played.
Thank you for saying that.
His the beginning of his career has not been anything near what he's wanted it to be, and some of that is his fault. But we can't act like the Pelicans organization, mainly David Griffin and his bullshit ass ramp ups and all this other stuff, didn't play a huge part in that. So with the training wheels off,
Yeah,
without David Griffin in house, we seen Trey come back early from injury and Herb be ready. And these are two guys, we thinking in the old pals way. Well, they say they're gonna be ready in 2 weeks. That mean about 8. So they didn't do any of that. They didn't baby them coming back. They went to full speed on practices. 1 week and 1-on-1s and 2-on-2s and 3-on-3. All that shit is gone. And one thing I did notice from the preseason, although the guys made mistakes and we talked about all that, you cannot tell me that this team, at least out there during the preseason, looks like a team that'll lay down and quit the way they did last year. They play hard throughout the whole time. They playing with force, Lex.
nah, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that Star Wars stuff.
But nah, but
Mm-mm.
they got a chip on their shoulder, and you're mainly looking at the other guy who we didn't mention a lot about tonight. Too, I'll say that, and we go ahead and close out the show. Let's quit drawing it out. Trey Murphy.
Quite long-winded.
I know, right? Trey Murphy.
Get it out.
Is
Spit it out already, DC.
he ready to
Sheesh.
he ready to
DC getting all this information off that computer he got over there.
Yeah, he is. He taking long breaths.
I'm telling you, boy, that DC got that new computer over there, man, and he don't know how to act.
The pineapple computer?
Right.
It's made of pineapple, baking soda, and silver or some shit.
Come on, bro. You know what that is, dog.
Trey Murphy, man.
DC be fronting, bro.
What are you talking about? Trey Murphy.
Tell you know what the pineapple cup. I gotta give you the receipts. Here they is, DC. I'm tired of you playing, bro.
It is.
It is. It's the pine. This was what you got over there. All right, goddamn it. DC be playing. There you go,
man.
DC.
I thought you was about to play that. What that game is, Gallagher or something?
There you go. DC got a. That's what he got. There you go, DC. Goddamn it. Don't play with me, dog. You know I come with the receipts. I come with the receipts. Goddamn it.
This pineapple. So this is apple before apple.
Why are you surprised? It's an apple and it's a pineapple. So to keep it moving. Go ahead, finish up, bro.
But yeah, man, Trey Murphy is ready to break out this year. He wants to be an all-star. That's going to be a tough task. But I think we're going to see just a tremendous level of play from him. And you got Zion doing what they're doing, man. We going to be on one hell of a ride. So I'm going to let it go after that, bro. I can keep going.
He about to go again.
Tonight that we couldn't, but
I just want to stop you before you start running back to Reddish. That's all I wanted. We try to get the show over with.
Pineapples and Reddish don't mix, man. What you talking about? I ain't got pineapple.
That dude. We talking about Michael Jordan's claws.
You know what?
And this dude mentioned Cam Reddish. I said, this dude is on one tonight.
Did y'all see him?
Who?
Have you seen Cam?
Oh, Lex, we about to end the show.
No,
DC seen him.
I wasn't going.
DC watches his foreign games.
You getting off topic.
I'm not gonna be long-winded like you. I just asked if y'all had seen him.
Lex, come on.
DC watches the internet on his watch Cam Reddish on his pineapple computer.
We all can talk up here. That's why we up
picked
here.
up weight.
DC watches his games on the pineapple computer, so you know.
He's picked up weight. That's all I was gonna say. I wasn't doing like you, DC.
They got a lot of rain.
People, you know what? Hey,
I know that's what I'm saying. DC a pineapple computer off the chain.
Hey, you should play that part. Y'all remember Zootopia, right? Small, when they were talking and stuff. You should play that.
What you talking about?
From Zootopia. Not.
That's a KFC DC right there. Man, that ain't no pineapple.
That was DC.
DC boy, he got a setup over there, y'all. I'm telling you, DC got it all set up. He got ultimate gaming going on over there.
Look up no goddamn stats.
Yeah.
Where's the screen at, DC? I see all these fancy doodads here.
Ooh.
I see all these fancy accessories you got, bro. There you go. Look at that high tech joystick you got there, DC.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. That is crazy.
Look at that gameplay right there. Look at them pixels right there, boy.
What you gonna do with 2 buttons?
Oh my god.
That boy got the pixels and everything going on. DC, you the man, brother.
A lot of people are doing things with them 2 buttons. Pause.
All right, so anyway, we're going to get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all feel free, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free to share the show on social media feed. We're going to get on out of here. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all, man. And we're going to holler. Y'all hit that notification bell, man. We're going to come back later on, man, with another show. DC, what you want now, bro? I don't know what you're talking about, brother. We can keep this thing going. All right.
Put it up there, Playboy.
I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one. Much love. Go Pels, peace.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumpin' where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
The WhoDatDaily.com. That's right, the WhoDatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, WhoDatDaily.com is your site. The WhoDatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. So check out the Pro Shop and Who Dat.